Hey, Pete, we're live.
Hey, Marco. I'm not ready, but are you ready for the totally awesome, coolest show ever?
Not anymore, because I even forgot my lines. I only do two things: chew bubble gum and kick butt, and I'm all out of bubble gum. Exactly, Ed. Exactly. We do arrive exactly when we need to. We'll probably have a little bit of flow back, but I will burn another 10 seconds to tell you this. We are supposed to have 3 guests today. We might, because we're going to have a little bit of, if you saw the top banner, we're going to have a little non-spoiler reaction to, I don't know, did anything come out today, Jedi?
Not that I know of. I'm kind of bored here.
Yeah, Singer's still on? Or?
Yeah, something like that. So I don't know how many times everybody else watched it. I watched it a couple. I think everybody else watched it a couple too. But we will have a live non-spoilerish reaction to it, and then maybe at the end, me and Pete, if we get late enough, we might spoil some shit. But non-spoiler reaction to.
We'll try to save it.
We'll try to save it for Sunday, because we got a lot going on Sunday, including the point system. I would imagine that I'm in first, because only winners are in first, and I'm a winner, so I'll be.
Today's not Sunday.
No, but a lot of us are here from the Sunday show. We also have got a huge. We also have a huge thing going on for Sunday. We've got a bunch of people stopping by. I've had a lot of confirmations. I actually don't even know if we can fit everybody in the room. So, we'll see what to do. We
I
also
still don't know if you're in the lead though. I had Boba, and I just try to figure out how to score everything.
Yeah, me and
I
don't know what counts.
Yeah, we're just talking about. I have one wish for the new year, and that's that all the fights in the future, there's only one person, one character fighting. When there's 2 characters fighting, it's oh my god.
We're gonna have a lot of people yelling at Jedi about the scoring system. So I'm all in for it. All right, let me say hi to people that are here. Sticks was here way early. He's going to be here on Sunday with us too. We've got Ruben. Ruben's got a new video he submitted to us because we got enough thumbs up, so we're going to let y'all see that too. Martin, good to see you. Ed, saying hi for the algorithm. Always good. Ed, Astro, good to see you. Who's Astro's partner?
Me.
Well, if you're not first, then you're last. All right. We'll get to the rest of you. Oh, Darth Lopez, what's going on? Apologies. There's a matter of a tribute. All right. Dusty Baker, good to see you. Happy New Year. We'll get to that in a little bit. We are going. Do you guys want to do that first, or should we wait for Dom? Dom's supposed to be here. I know he was so excited. He might be watching it for the 7th time, or he might have just fallen asleep because he did the 3 o'clock in the morning thing. And went to work.
Whatever. Don't you guys normally kick off with news? That's the good stuff.
We do. We're gonna kick off with news. We're gonna get through news, and then we'll talk about it.
All right. Yeah, and then we can roll right in right after the news.
Mm-hmm. By the way, for those that missed the intro or didn't know what it was Rowdy Piper, but it wasn't a wrestling promo per se. It was technically a movie promo, correct?
Yes.
Is that what we
and you'll see a connection to that in the news in a little bit.
Very good. All right. Yes, what do we got, Pete? I looked at 0 of this because I watched the Book of Fett for the 3rd time.
You watched it again? I tried to watch it again. My wife was like, "We'll watch it later."
Through it to double check and triple check certain things. So.
All right. Well, it's not too much. Start off with the box office. Of course, Spidey's still on top.
Nice.
Yeah, I think it crossed $1 billion now worldwide. So it's first $1 billion movie in a while.
Ah, good.
Wow.
I mean, it's good to see. I like it.
I mean, Sing 2 didn't make the $1 billion mark.
Not yet, but it did.
Sing 2 made $22.3 million with Spider-Man out.
That's doubled up Matrix almost.
All right.
Kids movies always do pretty good. Really.
Yeah, Matrix though. Oof. 12 million. And Kingsman, the King's Man. Also.
Darth Lopez, don't give anything away. We're gonna have to put you on silence, bud.
Hey, I do want to see American Underdog though. I'm glad to see that made the top 5.
Which one was that?
The
Kurt Warner movie.
Oh, the Kurt Warner Chuck, Zach Levi.
Are they gonna show him bagging groceries and then?
Yeah, I think so. It's his life story.
Yeah. He's no Joe Montana, but good for him.
Yeah,
Joe Montana. Anyway, yes, even though we're still not really doing spoilers, but apparently Kim Kardashian went viral because she spoiled No Way Home for a bunch of people.
Well, I have to see it.
Shame.
Who is this now? Kim Kardashian.
Think she got famous for doing a home video with Ray J or something?
Oh, she's a porn star. Okay.
Well,
makes sense.
No, but
yes, but no.
We all have a place where we start.
Why did she take been out 2 weeks though, right? I mean, when did this happen?
Yeah. No, I think this happened like this might be like a week old news.
Okay.
Well, good for her. Maybe if her dad was a lawyer or something, he could defend a serial killer, and then they could all live happily ever after. But I don't know. All right, next up,
we have rumors. Sony's looking at actresses to play Black Cat and Spider-Gwen. Just rumors, but apparently they like Magic. And was it Anya Taylor?
Magic. Can we just get new people every once in a while? For who? Which one do they like her
for? Black Cat.
She was Magic in the New Mutants.
Yes.
Oh, for Black Cat.
And she was in that Split. Is that the name of that movie? The one with James McAvoy where he had the multiple personalities and it ended up being the M. Night Shyamalan movie.
She plays good crazy, but does she play good like flirty? I
would think so.
She wasn't crazy. Wasn't she the victim? She wasn't the crazy one, right?
No, it was Magic.
I don't remember.
She didn't play crazy, but she was Magic.
And she can play chess. She was in Queen's Gambit, so she can at least pretend to play chess.
Big fan of that movie. Should be showing up on Sunday, by the way. All right, or TV show or whatever it is.
Then the other one is just saying how Emma Stone, they want to bring her back for Spider-Man, which makes absolutely no sense.
Please don't do that.
No, it'd be terrible.
She's in her 30s. Like, she's gonna play a teenager. Like,
I like Vanilla Ice Cream, but like vanilla actors is just terrible. And she's a vanilla actor.
She would have been fine if they would have made this movie.
There's nothing. There's no expressions I can say. Her expressions are all.
Are they wanting to unite her with Andrew Garfield somehow, or is that
probably
what
Andrew Garfield
the goal is?
Yeah,
I don't even want Andrew Garfield back. It was terrible, terrible Spider-Man movie.
So we know who got Cole in his stocking for Christmas. Just so you guys know.
Just want to make sure it's clear. It's a rumor. This is not news that we're reporting. It's just, it's what people are talking about. So,
well, let's hope that.
Don't go buying books just based off of this stuff.
You're gonna buy the first appearance of Emma Stone? Is that what we're doing now?
You know who would make a good Black Cat? The one that played Jyn Erso in Rogue One.
Well, she did, or was going to.
Was she casted at one point?
Yeah, she was playing Felicia Hardy, the secretary for Norman Osborn in the Andrew Garfield universe.
So
they were kind of building toward. They were going to build towards.
That's why it popped in my head. Then
could be. But more rumors that, of course, Doctor Strange, the Multiverse of Madness, is going to introduce us to everybody. Didn't you know? Everybody's going to show up.
Everybody in the Book of Fett too.
So we're going to get Reed Richards too.
No, I think you misread it. We're going to get Franklin Richards, is what they were saying.
No, I think it's Reed.
Because Franklin, we're going to get Franklin Richards, and then they're going to go all the way back. We're going to get the original monster from Marvel #1, the Fire one, and then we're going to get Tauros getting there, and then that's going to lead to...
Well, no. Look, this is where I think these are all being built off of. Remember, everybody knows we're probably getting Namor at some point. Those recent rumors that, hey, Professor X is going to be showing up. Now Reed Richards is showing up. And Black Bolt apparently is another rumor that he's going to be showing up. So we're going to get the Illuminati all of a sudden. That's what I think this is all about.
The Illuminati. Very good. Black Bolt, they did great with him the first time. They're really going to kill it this time.
Even though Tony Stark's dead.
Remember when Reed Richards was supposed to be the physicist or whatever in WandaVision? It's Reed Richards.
And you're like, oh no, it's not.
No.
I really liked before they rebooted the Inhumans in the storyline and then like did the whole Mist thing and the Marvel Now thing. I actually liked the Inhumans, and then they ruined it on the TV show too. Like they double ruined it. So maybe they'll just not do it for a while and then. We'll see. It's probably too much to ask.
It probably is.
Hey, what's going on, Obi?
And I think we have another one.
Is this a rumor?
Yeah, well, I don't think it's confirmed, but apparently they want Norman Reedus to play Ghost Rider in something.
What was his character name in Blade 2?
Wasn't he one of the Boondock Saints? Was he one of the Boondock Saints?
Yes, he was.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
Okay, so I liked him in Boondock. He was probably best in Boondock Saints.
The thing I was reading and saying, it's not Johnny Blaze and it's not Robbie Reyes. So I was like, it doesn't leave you with much. So
is
Danny
this
Ketch?
Is this more than anything? This is just a rumor, right? Because he obviously, this guy loved riding motorcycles, right? So they just put in that,
which is probably where it started.
Hey, Ghost Rider.
Don't worry, Obi. We got non-spoiler Boba Fett, Book of Fett coming up. So because he rides a motorcycle a lot of times, he's going to be Ghost Rider.
Hey, I don't know why these things get created as rumors. I'm just saying
he's not going to be one of the two Ghost Riders everybody wants. He's going to be the one that nobody fucking wants, right? The one Ghost Rider nobody wants is the one. Okay, well that's a shitty rumor. If you're going to do a rumor, at least make it a good one. Like, you could do Robbie because Robbie drives the car, right? And you can't do
but they did him.
What's his name? Because on the TV show they did, but not in the movie.
Yeah,
and you can't do the original one because that's Nicolas Cage, and you can't take Nicolas Cage's job. So,
but which one was Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.?
Robbie.
That was Robbie Reyes.
Okay.
Robbie.
Yeah, but I'm sorry, the Daryl Dixon here don't look much like a Robbie Reyes to me. Maybe he could be Alexandra, the female Ghost Rider.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I love Ghost Rider, so I hope something.
Oh, I want to talk about this. Let's see what the chat. Okay, chat. Okay, chat. Let's go. Oof. Yeah. So this is the victory.
You love the trailer?
No. He's horrible as Batman. He's worse than I thought he was going to be. Oh, Sparkles is so bad. And she's not exactly good as Catwoman either.
Who is that?
Gosh. Sparkles?
I didn't have a huge problem with what I've seen of her as Catwoman, but
the girl is Zoe Kravitz. It's Lenny Kravitz's daughter.
Oh, that's Zoe Kravitz's sister, daughter. She did the lines. You like the lines there, Double J, huh?
The lines?
Yeah, they had a couple lines back and forth. They're supposed to be witty and cute.
Oh. I don't think she did a horrible job. I mean, that's writing when you do lines, but I don't think she did from what I've seen in the trailer, mind you, I don't think she did a horrible job. But the mask weirds me out.
Yeah, the mask is
like cut out ski mask thing going on. That was weird.
Yeah,
okay.
We'll see.
No, it does not look okay.
I'm just not happy to see sad Bruce Wayne.
I'm really disappointed because as much as I make fun of this, you guys know my personal opinion is I want DC to hit a home run, and this looks worse. This looks worse than I thought it was going to be.
This is going to be an unpopular take, but it's like
Black Adam going to be a home run.
What's that?
Oh, I don't know.
Isn't Black Adam going to be a home run? How can it not be? You have The Rock, right? I mean, how is that
not?
It will be a home run. That one will be better. I guarantee you at the end of the day, that thing's going to be better than this thing. This is just going to be.
I still am holding out hope for this, though.
What was your take, JJ? Give me it. Val Kilmer, what?
He wasn't the best Batman, but Val Kilmer was the best Bruce Wayne because he did a good job with the mask. Like he wasn't like soul and angry Bruce Wayne everywhere. I go with death and destruction and horribleness. He had that kind of like, Bruce Wayne is like a fun billionaire guy.
He did.
Twinkle Pants looks like he doesn't even want to be in the movie. He looks like Batman doesn't want to be in Gotham, and Bruce Wayne doesn't want to be in Gotham.
I think Michael Keaton did a good job of separating the two as well.
I thought he did too.
Yeah, he did too.
I still think he was a bit still kind of jokey.
Grandpa Batman, but
yeah. Like I said, I liked him, and for what they were and the parts they were, I thought he did an excellent job. Same thing with West for what they gave West. Val Kilmer wasn't completely terrible. George Clooney was interesting.
Clooney. Clooney was just being Clooney.
Yeah.
It didn't matter. He was playing Batman? No, I'm just being Clooney. Bruce Wayne? Nope, just being me.
I'm exactly the same.
Hopefully they just give us a Snyder cut before we even get the original cut of this. Because
I look at that. I guess the third. Well, was it the fourth with George Clooney? I kind of look at that Batman as like Rocky V. It doesn't really count.
Oh yeah,
put it in there. It's like not canon.
You know,
even like Tommy Morrison and fighting on the
pretty
street.
much.
But I could have sworn that chat told me that this is going to be a banger, and I think now people's opinion after seeing that.
I'm still holding out hope.
I'm holding out hope, but
I'm just disappointed in the Bruce Wayne take.
I was disappointed in her in Kravitz too.
No,
I don't care if the line sucks. You sell it better. She didn't. Do you think that's somebody sexy? Like she looks sexy right here.
It's a trailer.
That's the sexiest pose she's done. The pose is better than how she was actually acting. Hey, what's going on, Callie? No, you got to see her try to and like JJ said, the whole mask thing, it was kind of off. And like, why are you cutting that out of? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't.
The red hood now. I don't get it. But whatever.
Again, I'm not going to reserve judgment until I actually see it and not just see a trailer.
You saw the trailer. You can give us your judgment on the trailer.
All I can say with the trailer, from what I'm gathering we're getting a sad Bruce Wayne, which I don't want. We have sad Batman. Like, it's the whole point of him having two identities.
I want DC to give me my Justice League Dark already. Just do it.
Yeah. I want Justice League Dark too. I'm in for that. In for dollar, in for pound on that. Yep. All right. Callie Comics, what's going on, bud? Oh.
As much as you're not looking forward to it, we do know we are going to get it on HBO Max very soon.
Well, I mean, that's good. At least I'm not paying for it.
Yeah, at least it's free.
It's coming out March, whatever, but by April 19th, it'll be streaming. So,
well, hopefully by that time everybody forgets about it, and then whatever.
Yeah, apparently their deal is 40. The 45-day thing is now getting more standardized, I guess, where theater exclusive for 45 days, and then they can put it wherever they want. Or at least that's what Warner Brothers is doing.
Are they doing that with Eternals? When's Eternals coming out?
Eternals is coming in like 2 weeks.
I'm going
16th or something.
I'm not gonna go buy.
That was the deal with the Screenwriters Union or whatever. I think it was 45 days.
Yeah,
something like across the board, 45 days.
Yeah, Callie's right. After that, see, look, trailer, just make it sick. I mean, yeah, I mean, let's just. It's Asher, I think unfortunately, I wouldn't watch the trailer. I'm not gonna watch any more of this stuff because it's getting to the point that I'm like getting too down on it. You know, it's so I can't even see. I'm usually, as much as it sounds sometimes like I'm a little bit too negative on stuff, I'm actually really in the deep downs optimistic, and I can't even see optimism in this anymore, which is unfortunate. I was excited to see the trailer, and then I was like, oh boy.
You looking forward to seeing Judo Master on screen finally?
Yes, it's about time. No, I mean, yeah, whatever. I don't care. It'll be good.
Yeah, this is all I got. The Peacemaker. We got a shot at Judo Master. It's gonna be
I'm looking forward to this.
Brand new to me. I have no idea who it is.
I'm looking forward to the Peacemaker show, though. I really.
I mean, Judo Master. They already got calendar. We're gonna get Condiments Man next. You know what I mean?
We got Vigilante is in there.
Well, Vigilante's a little bit more well known than Judo Master and the Polka Dot Man. So I mean,
I'm trying to look up. Judo Master's first appearance is 1965. Judo Master's been around a while.
Yes. So do you know when Polka Dot Man's was, and do you know when Calendar Man was? Calendar Man was like 1942, bro. But like Condiment Man, like that's what we're gonna get. He's gonna put all
Condiment
these
King.
Condiment King. Sorry.
Yeah.
Gonna put all these.
That's where James Gunn accelerates, though. Is the
what's going on?
The oddballs.
Yeah, taking those oddball characters and making them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Fun.
He's gonna make something good. I mean, Rat Boy and Suicide Squad's still looking good. So, or whatever is in the Weasel.
Oh yeah, the Weasel. Rat Boy.
I mean, if he has personality, if he has something to him other than just being a good fighter, then I would be interested. If he's just another good fighter, I'm like, okay.
No, they're gonna make him seem like he's a super villain with he's gonna use corny super villain lines from the 60s. They'll absolutely do that.
That might be funny.
I think he'd be super villain. He's probably gonna be another Suicide Squad type member.
When he punches and stuff, he might go, well, bam, waha. You'll hear stuff like that too. It'll be great.
All right.
I know two people. You know two people who actually collect Judo. Everybody got a niche, dude. I collect the Creeper. Everybody knows I collect Creeper.
That's true.
I mean,
you do collect the Creeper.
Yeah. I mean, you got to do what you got to do. So.
All right, we're getting to toys. Sonic Legos. They're coming soon.
You better get that Sonic fast, because if it sells out like Mario did.
Yeah, Mario was tough. I had to get all that Mario stuff for my son this Christmas.
Just getting Mario though, the main figure that goes with it, because these don't come with Sonic in it. It's a whole separate thing.
Oh, right? That's true. Yeah,
So this is just like the Sonic land.
Yeah, it's like a setup. They did it with Mario and Luigi. So Mario and Luigi were sold separately, and you couldn't find Mario for. I mean, I don't know if you can find Mario now currently.
Yeah. Plus, it's not cheap.
No, it's not cheap.
It's like
and then you add it to these scenes. So all they sell you is the scenes.
Yeah, but it's interesting.
Did you guys ever have that debate as kids, like that somehow you always thought Mario and Luigi played differently, even though they're exactly the same?
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, no, I'm not getting Luigi, man. He sucks. He's worse than Mario.
No, he was a little bit faster, but he was taller, so you couldn't duck as much.
That question definitely was not directed towards me.
Oh yeah, sorry, Jay. Well, because Mario was fatter, so he's obviously slower. What?
I was not a kid.
Yeah. Luigi jumps higher. See, yeah, faster jumps a little higher. Absolutely, because he's thinner.
Think about that.
Think about that. Think about it. It wasn't because you would never say it, but it's because one of the characters was fat and the other one was taller. So you were like, "Hey, tall, thin, jumps higher, runs faster. Fat one, good at ducking. Okay.
Good at ducking.
Good at ducking.
Stronger. But January 1st, so this will be up for
$70. Holy shit! Oh
yeah,
wow.
These things aren't cheap.
No, good.
They're not cheap. I'm telling you.
I'm glad I'm not. I'm glad. Yeah, I'm not letting my kids buy that bullshit.
Yeah, I had to buy all that Mario bullshit. It's expensive.
Well,
did they go up in price?
Probably because you can't find them. I bet you that Mario piece has got to go up in price because maybe not these as much as like the actual whenever Sonic comes out, whenever Dr. Robotnik comes out, it'll be a premium because they only make so many. And if they do it like Mario, you can't find them ever. So
I don't even know what is that thing on top? That almost looks like, what is it, Timmy the Train or Eddie the Engine, whatever that kid's
Thomas the
thing.
Tank.
Oh, Thomas the Train?
Thomas the Train, yeah. That's what it almost looks like. Of course,
it's got like a little ladybug kind of rocket. I don't know. I don't know, but they got rings. Those look like new pieces.
Rings are awesome.
How many Lego rings?
Golden rings
for him to run around in.
Yeah. If you drop him, if he falls off the thing, do they shoot out of his booty?
Yeah. All right. I don't have a picture for this next bit, but I felt like I should put it in here anyway. But it looks like Walmart seems to be pre-selling the 6-inch G.I. Joe retro carded classifieds.
Ooh.
That's at least what I gathered from this site that I was looking at, and they're speculating that the two that they have up is for Baroness and Lady J are the two that they have.
Was
up
it Yak Face? Was it Yak Face by any chance? Yak Face got all the codes. I think he pays like 20 people over there at Walmart. He's got
like his tank or something. I think it was a GI Joe related,
G.I. Joe one
connected thing to another. It was like 3 levels of Kevin Bacon where the thing originated. But I went to the Walmart site to see it, and this is what they got. So no picture yet. But
check out availability nearby, so you could pick it up.
I don't know. It always says that.
Oh, okay.
It always says check nearby, and there's never anything.
I never go to Wally World.
And to get to your line, Walmart is also going to have an exclusive.
Yes.
Rowdy Roddy Piper as John Nada, his character from They Live.
Yes. Amazing. This is all.
I don't normally buy stuff outside of Star Wars, but I may buy something. Yeah, I love that movie.
If somebody picks up 2, I'll send you some money because I don't shop at Walmart. But this is great.
If I see it, I'll try to find you one. Yeah. But the wrestling ones, they do the movie characters for a couple of them. Like they had.
No, we're not kidding, Callie. This is amazing.
Yeah, I think they had The Rock as Hobbs. They have one they sold, and then they had somebody else.
Yeah, Rocket Hobbs. Nobody cares. This is cool.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know if Callie likes it. Maybe she didn't like this movie, but this movie has a cult. It's not a great movie, but it's just a cult following. He's not a bad actor either. He did a pretty good job.
No.
As an action actor. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. But part of the lines too that they give them are just phenomenally bad.
Oh, there's one
so good. They're so bad. They're so good.
It was a John Carpenter movie, wasn't it?
Yeah,
it was. Yeah,
I think that was their intro, Callie. Our intro was All Out of Bubblegum.
Does anybody know what video game stole that phrase and used it? Little Duke Nukem.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Really?
Yep.
I know there was a similar type line in Dazed and Confused that the one guy said when he was going to beat up Adam Goldberg, but I think it was drink beer instead of chewing bubble gum. But this was a great move. Plus, it was an early Keith David appearance too.
So his, I can't think of his name, but I would actually buy other action figures like his partner.
Dusty, I love that too. Big Trouble in Little China.
Oh, in the movie, the Keith David.
He did the voice for Spawn in the animated series, right?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, that's the guy. I don't remember his character name in that movie too, but he's also the Never Touch Another Man's Fries from Men at Work guy.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
Mm-hmm. It really is. Yeah, but these things are just fun.
Well, that's awesome. I'm glad they're doing that. But $21, I figure it should be like $16. That's where it should be.
Yeah, well, they're elites. They give you like the shirt. I think comes off. It's like a fabric.
I don't need two different types of hands though. Is that what's
so? Is this going to be found in Walmart? Like in Walmart where they have the Funkos and then they have like all the like Halloween.
No, this will probably be where the wrestlers are.
This will be where they're okay.
Really?
Because that's where I saw The Rock, and I can't remember what the other one is. But there's another wrestler movie figure that I actually saw. It was on the shelf, but I can't remember who it was.
I will be keeping an eye out for this one, I think.
But definitely interesting. I mean, they should have done the Body Slam one.
Oh, I love Body Slam.
Body Slam was a good movie.
Oh, I used to bring that up on another show I was on for a while, and people laugh at me. I was like, "This is one of the best movies." They're like, "What are you talking about?" Wasn't Ming and Barbarian in that movie too?
Partner
Conga. Oh, jeez. Oh, I mean, yeah, it was great. Body Slam. Oh, great movie.
My bad. There was another picture. I forgot to give you the nice little zoom in there. See, you can take the flannel off. You see a little bit of Velcro.
Is there anything better than mixing up the A-Team with 80s wrestlers? Nothing. Nothing. That's heaven.
All right. We do have some sneaker news. Thanks to JJ.
Oh, JJ. Boo.
We have some Book of Fett sneakers being released. Adidas. We have this pair. That's, I guess they're calling the NMD R1s. I don't know what that means.
Oh, yeah. Holy shit, $150.
But they're coming out, tomorrow. $150 for these. Wow. Release date tomorrow.
Warriors too, Kelly. Warriors too. Yep.
Oh, Warriors. Warriors are a good movie.
Warriors, come on.
Oh yeah.
Sally. Remember that Macho Man was in Spider-Man, like the first.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Bonesaw.
Crusher Hogan.
Bone Crusher.
Bone Saw, wasn't it?
I think
was it Bone Saw or Bone Crusher? Yeah, wait, he was the guy he wrestled against. It was when he was over at the WCW.
Might have been Bone. Yeah, they might have changed it for the movie because wasn't it just? I can't remember.
I don't remember.
Anyway, there's a top shot so you can see the little Mandalore thing, a little shot of the side, and then there's another pair. They got this lighter pair too. These are the Azaleas. I don't know what these are, but. These ones are also tomorrow, and these ones are only $100.
Huh.
They look like camo. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. It don't look like
neither really has Boba Fett colors, unless.
Yeah. I mean, you get this little bit of red. I mean, the colors do, but the patterns don't match.
Mm-hmm.
Like the kind of green, brown, reds, I guess.
Yeah, that looks more like a brownish glitter.
Yeah, this. But that's it. Finishing up on Boba Fett sneakers.
Maybe like Slave One. I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah.
Try to keep it short this week.
We're done with sneakers. That's perfect. All right, and we
only did the 2 pairs that were both Boba Fett. Which
we need to cancel the sneaker section of the show. It's fucking horrible. All right,
put them in if they're really weird or they relate to pop culture in some way.
Yeah, I want to go back and look at some of the sneakers we showed and see if they actually. There's one that was like food stains. Like who bought those? Like
yeah. I bet people did.
Condiment King.
People will buy anything.
The Condiment King
will buy anything. All right, so let's do spoiler free. Book of Fett. How many times did everybody watch it?
I just did the one.
Just once.
2.5.
Yeah, I'm around 2.5.
I was shooting for a second, but I only got one in.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I got it on 2.5. Did anybody hate it?
No.
I mean, I think it had a few problems, but I didn't hate it. I didn't think it was bad.
But JJ, you're getting grumpier and grumpier.
Yeah. Are you grumps?
At this point?
Who's grumps?
Grumps on it.
You're getting grumps. You're
cautiously
grumpier.
optimistic.
You're getting a little grumpier. The biggest complaint I heard about it, which I think is unfortunate, and because I don't think there's a fix for it, is like, oh, I liked it, but it's going to be better. Like we were talking about this earlier. Like that's like me starting a burger and going like, oh, it tastes like shit, but it's going to get better when I get done with it. Like that's not a good thing. I thought it was good. I didn't think it had a pacing problem. I thought it paced properly.
I thought it was a pacing problem, but I think that's something they can fix. Like I don't think that's
JJ. You're not gonna cancel this like you did Cowboy Bebop, are you?
Yeah, don't cancel like you did Cowboy Bebop. You and your angry mob that just hate
you and your
just down on
his friends.
Yeah, I mean, I thought they gave us. They didn't actually. We get to see. Well, I think in the first 3 episodes, we're going to see all the trailer characters, right? Like,
yeah. And by the way, the images I'm showing is all stuff that could be related to the trailer stuff. There's nothing spoilery in the pictures.
This was what they did with the Tusken Raiders. I thought was good. You know what I mean? I thought I really enjoyed that part about it. Dom was right about some stuff. You know what I mean? We'll get into a little bit more later on.
Yeah. This was my favorite part, the throne room.
That was cool. I like the pre-shots that they did with that too. Yep. I like Shan. We get more in depth with her. That character's done very well. That was the one thing. I don't think going through all the characters they showed us, the Domo guy, the Domo guy, him right there, great. Great. Want to smack the shit out of him. Great character.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah.
I get you, Lopez. It was.
I actually thought he was the most interesting of the characters. Actually,
I like what they did with the Gamorrean guards. I like what they did with the Gamorrean guards. I like what they did with this character. I thought this was this whole scene here. It
was a nice little intro.
It was great.
Very brief.
Yeah, they were introducing all these characters and putting them into play. They weren't what people thought they were, and I get people are going to be disappointed about that. But they gave us a little bit of intro to all these characters and got to see what was going on. Yeah, he had some. The Domo guy had great lines. Dom, I did say Dom was right about something. He was kind of right about something.
Well, which it looks like it might carry through. So we'll see.
These guys are definitely not Crimson Dawn, but they're good. That was cool.
That's all I wanted. I didn't want to give away anything, so that's
the fighting scenes were good. I thought the pacing was perfectly fine. I do know some people said it got slow, but then when they watched the whole thing at the end, they thought it was good. I thought it was cool that you don't have to stand up and be hung upside down in the back of tank anymore. Apparently,
you can just lay down like in a cryo tank or something.
Technology goes. I will say some people may have a little bit of a problem with the timing issue of when this all takes place because of some of the stuff that happens in there. We'll explain it on the Sunday show.
Yeah, Sunday we'll get into Jedi's favorite timelines.
Yeah, timelines. We'll definitely break down the timelines so that everybody can get there. I like how there's a buffet over there. It made me a little bit hungry.
The show.
It looks good. Some things we didn't see. We didn't see the monks. Remember that was a big rumor that the monks were going to be all running through here and possess Boba Fett's mind at one point.
There's a couple rumors that were.
I wanted a Salacious Crumb sighting is what I wanted.
There was a lot. Yeah, there's already been some that are proven wrong, and there's some going forward that seem to be. I just really, that seemed that they're just going to be wrong. I just really
there's some fun stuff in there too. There's a couple fun little.
Dude, there's one that I absolutely. I was over the moon. I will say this though, without ruining it, there's parts like we were talking about this before. Like if you are somebody who likes the rumor sites and want the rumors to be true, you're probably going to be disappointed with this and probably the rest of the show. Yep. But and Jedi said, well, that's because these people want. What'd you say, Jedi? You said something smart. I couldn't.
Oh, well, let's write it down. I should have. They want fan service. They want like your good example is they want Luke Skywalker flying in, or something to that.
Yeah, with Baby Grogu.
Degree, but they want Baby Yoda. They want, and the problem is a lot of these average Star Wars viewers don't know a lot of the comic history or the novel history or all that stuff, so they miss out on a lot of these Easter eggs or references, and it just goes
because it had a ton.
It did have a lot.
It literally had a ton. Like if you read the novels, there's stuff in here for you. Like if you read the comics, there's a couple like tidbits. If you watch the movies, there's a thing or two in here for you too. Mm-hmm. Like there's a little bit of stuff.
There is fan service, but there's not general audience.
But I don't think that's fan service. I think that's just
stuff
dumb
for the general audience too.
Yeah.
And I think maybe people are just overlooking it. There is stuff. Yeah. And Sunday I'm going to make a list and maybe get it, talk about some of them. But it's in there and it was funny.
Yeah.
And to me, it's not even necessarily fan service. I think a lot of times when people really follow the rumors closely and all that, they want their opinion of the rumor to be fulfilled. If not, they get disappointed about it. That's not fan service. That's just them blowing up their expectations.
And that's what I think it is. I think it's like conspiracy theorists. Like they want the conspiracy theory to be real so bad that when it doesn't happen, they have to say, well, this wasn't good because, but that's not like, I don't know. I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. And like, if your biggest complaint is, and I know it was okay. It could have been better. Like I wanted 10 more minutes. Right. And why I wanted 10 more minutes is it was not just 10 more minutes. Like I wanted more. And like, because it's a week on to week, you should want more the next week, right? Like that's the telltale sign of a good show. And I think sometimes because we've gotten
I know what you're getting with that, and without getting into how the episode's laid out, it's just, as I put in our chat, like I just wanted a tiny bit more of one part of the story to balance things out. That's all.
And this is the problem. This is the problem with what Staff Zen is saying. Hate the term fan service, should be called fan happiness. Well, here's the problem. I'm happy with what that is. I know that if Darth Maul showed the fuck up, I would be pissed off. And guess what? There'd be some other clown who calls himself a fan.
Spoiling it. You're telling people he's not.
Darth Maul showed up. Darth Maul showed up. This is the greatest ever. Right? Like that's not fan happiness.
It's a matter
of semantics because good service, good fan service is going to make you happy. So I mean,
I guess, but like I think
the definition of it's pretty accurate.
What?
I think the fan happiness thing that's pretty accurate. Like that's what people want. They just want. Yeah. They want their fandom to be fulfilled.
Their fandom,
right on point with what JJ was saying in our chat. What JJ was saying, and I agreed. Yeah,
I agree. First two would have been cool as heck. I agree, but that's also not a bad thing. Remember, there's only 6 episodes left, guys. Like, we got to extend this because we're not getting anything for a while. Remember that drought we had between Bad Batch and this, or what?
I don't know. I mean, how far away is Obi-Wan? How far away is Andor? I mean, these things are already in play. It's not like they're
Andor's done, but like
that's what I mean. Like they're not like they could come at any time. We just don't know when.
You don't think that they front loaded the gapping between this because they had nothing else and they had to catch up for Marvel to drop the rest of their stuff? And now,
I think they have too much stuff to come out. Marvel itself has like 4 shows to come out.
Yes, now they do, but they had to finish that stuff up and then figure out how they're going to reorder it. So I think they're going to focus on going that way forward instead.
Well, you're not dropping Star Wars. Look, Obi-Wan, Andor.
Right, but you're not dropping that at the same time. You're going to do Doctor Strange movie right on top of those. You got to do it in between.
But what I'm saying is that still there's 2 shows to fit into like 4 Marvel shows, and then we also have Mandalorian season 3, which I think is supposed to come at the end of next year, right? So that's 7 potential shows that have to stagger. And you got 52 weeks. So you got all these seasons that have maybe 6, they have 8, but still, you're only dealing with 52 weeks of the year where you don't want overlap because you don't want your shows to not be watched.
And then you got some dead weeks. Yeah.
So I think to Zan, Staff Zen's point.
Yeah, I want to get back to that. I don't know if
I think that of all the panelists that we have on the show, I'm probably the biggest fanboy or fans. I love that stuff. I've admitted it before. I love it. But at the same time, you have to be a realist and understand that if you have pizza every day, then it's not special anymore. So you can't have every show that's just going to blow your socks off. What I thought about this show, I thought it was solid. I didn't have any complaints about it. It wasn't nothing earth shattering or it's going to make me go jaw dropping. But I thought it was a good foundation to start from. I didn't have any problem with it.
See, I disagree with. See, that's where the premise that I disagree with, because you're saying like, oh, I'm this fanboy. Yeah.
Well,
but like, I mean, like the difference.
You liked it,
but the difference is like if you do lazy crap that makes no sense to the canon, which Star Wars has a history of having canon, I don't call that fan service or fan happiness. That's what I'm saying. Like everybody's tier of what they want is going to be different.
Because what everybody wants.
I've never once said this term. That's not my Star Wars. I've never said that once. Like with anything they've ever come up with. You know what I mean? Or like that had the Star Wars feeling and this didn't have the Star Wars feeling. It's all been Star Wars to me. And like, I think that's
if you didn't say it for episode 9, I guess you never will. Because we know how you feel about that.
No, I didn't like it. It didn't mean that I didn't say it was. I mean, it was Star Wars. It just was.
Did it still feel like Star Wars?
Yeah, it felt like crappy Star Wars. We've seen it before. Holiday special. Cough, cough. We know what it looks like. I mean, it's not what. I mean, what? Like, I mean, I do like the retelling a lot of times. Like, yeah, dude, it wasn't just Lucas that hated the holiday special. There was a huge backlash on how crappy the holiday special was. Now, for kids that saw it, we enjoyed it because of nostalgia and everything else. But like, you know what I mean? Like, that's bad Star Wars. It to this day, it's still, go watch it. It's still bad Star Wars. Like, I like it, but it's bad Star Wars. Same thing with all the Ewok stuff. Caravan, no, it's bad, but I like it. You know what I mean? Like, so, yeah. I mean, I think, like I said, I think 9. Wait, which one is it? Is it the what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 and 9 are terrible, but like, you know, I mean, people like them. I just don't.
I don't know why you hate 7 so much. It's just A New Hope again.
Yeah.
I don't know how to
A
New Hope.
How do you eat a Pizza Hut?
This a lot without. Oh yeah, I had a cousin that worked at Pizza Hut. He did get tired of pizza, but I guess to each their own. I mean, I know we're not doing spoilers. Yeah, I know we're not doing spoilers, and so Sunday we're going to dive deep into this. But yeah, I mean, there were some things that I wish they had gone deeper into, expanded on, longer scenes. Yeah, I've already talked about that on the chat a little bit, but still, I mean. No complaints. I thought it was.
No, yeah, I thought it was good. I thought it was good. Yeah, I mean, I thought
I have to keep saying the same thing because I don't want to, you know. Go down.
Yeah, but I mean, I think, like I said, I think if you watch it, like cinematically, it was well done. I was worried maybe that the Rodriguez stuff would be a little too Tarantino-y. You know what I mean? Like a little bit too much. Like if you remember that the one that he shot in Mandalorian. Where there was some crazy stuff going on with the stormtroopers. There was like some weird stuff where you're like, oh shit, please don't make Boba Fett this. Like you could be concerned because there's certain things there where it was like, oh, that's bad. That's like AEW wrestling, not.
Yeah, you ever jump through the air whilst firing 2 blasters?
Yeah. Backwards through your legs. Like, yeah, I mean, it could have been really bad. And there's a scene in there where there was an opportunity for it to be bad. And I know some people are going to criticize some of the stuff that happened in there in some of the fight scenes, but all in all, I thought it was pretty good. So yeah,
I think I know what you're talking about. I have seen some criticisms of one of the fight scenes
that they added bars to buildings. Is that what we're doing here? They added handlebars to buildings. I heard that one. Like
this was
for the park.
I have a little bit of weird criticism, but I'll wait till Sunday because it's kind of spoilery. But as far as like the fight scene goes,
it's spoilery. Yeah, save it then.
Yeah. Unless you could talk about it in general terms. But all in all, I mean, I think it's overall going to get a positive review. I just hope that people's expectations, like, I don't know afterwards, because hearing repeatedly from different people that, yeah, it was good, but it's going to be better next episode really gets me concerned.
Well, I wonder, did the Rotten Tomatoes score change yet or not?
Well, you think it's going to get worse? I mean, wait, most things start off slow and get better for a television show, so
no,
I don't think that's an unfair expectation, though.
I get that, but if you're grading, like, let's say that you grade this 8, right, and you think the next episode, whatever your expectation level is, I think episode 2 is going to be very similar to episode 1. I think we're going to see a lot of the same stuff we saw in episode 2 expanded on a little bit, but I think it's going to be the same format, and I think it's going to be the same format for episode 3. And guess what? We're halfway through all 3 we're all halfway through the whole season by the time we get to episode 3, right? Or almost halfway through.
I used this as an example earlier when we were talking, and maybe I'm way off base, but I used the Bad Batch episode 1 example. It was out of this world. It was like people loved it. It was like, oh my God, this is how you do an episode 1. And then the other episodes weren't quite up to that bar, and they complained about it. So, I mean,
well, was it that, or was it that people wanted that remember they wanted her to be force sensitive and somehow related to her to be a Jedi? Remember that?
Well, I mean,
and then she never turned
out.
Go back
and watch our reviews of it, and there are times where even we would grade it like,
because they had the in between. They didn't do this.
Yeah, well, some episodes felt like filler because they were. You need that.
Yeah,
you need that pause.
Yeah, well, here like I said, they spent just enough time to introduce some of these characters, and I think every character that they introduced, we got a feeling for, right? Like, you get it for Domo, you get it for Beals. I almost called her what she is, but you get it for her. Like you get that there's something going on behind the scenes on all of this too, and you kind of get to see who one of the bads is already. You know what I mean? At least we know there's it might be a minor boss, but at least we know that there's a boss coming and it's coming soon, which is good.
Yeah, that's what I want to say, but I'm not.
Yeah, I don't know that.
It's tough trying to hold your tongue.
Yeah.
You don't think there's a mini boss coming, or at least
No, I agree with what you said. That you can see relationships or character building throughout the series. I mean, not only, and this is where I'm a little hesitant to say anything, but I'm not going to say it. But
not only the main characters, but throughout the whole episode. I don't. Yeah, this is harder than I thought it would be because I don't want to spoil anything.
It is tough.
And I'm afraid I might say something. I might not think it's a spoiler, but maybe somebody will be like, "Hey, man, shut."
Don't worry about it. One person. Everybody's gonna get up. The people are gonna be mad that we didn't spoil anything. So,
I mean, I'll just say because we've talked about it a lot. There are.
Yes, we have Sunday.
This is where I may get in trouble, but there are some flashbacks. And that's all I'm going to say. But even in those flashbacks, you see.
That's fine. I think we've already
buildings.
Yeah, character development building. And I think that's where you're saying, like, if you go back and look at those reviews of Bad Batch, the difference was the episodes that we rated lower were the ones where they stopped character building. They literally gave up on character building. Where here, they didn't spend more than 3 minutes on character building for characters that they were introducing. So that leaves us to the net. Like, they introduced 2 characters and never showed them. But we got a preview interview of those 2 characters because they were name dropped, or there's one location that for sure now I think it's probably going to make some people happy. I think it's going to make everybody on this panel happy because I don't know if you guys caught the name drop that they did, but we're going to get something that people were saying, we got the town right anyways, but there's another town another area that we guess might show up, and it's showing. I mean, they name dropped it twice, so I think we're getting it.
I didn't hear anybody say Tashi Station.
Dude, shut up. They didn't say Tashi Station. They said something. Pete, he owns the channel. Send all your complaints to Pete on Rennavision. What's going on, Tony? Good start. Good. I'm glad. Again. I think people might have been overanalyzing a little bit too much too. Good to see you. So Sunday we'll break that all down. We've also got. Can I give away some of the guests? We got some surprise guests coming in. Maybe.
Yeah.
We got Sticks. Yeah, I don't even know everybody.
Sticks. McClay okayed it 3 weeks ago. I guess we're gonna have him back in. Lowbrick says he's stopping. So pretty much a lot of the original people. Jen said she is 99% in. So we will see. But we should have all those people joining us too. So we should have a big full screen of alums, and it should be fun. And then they're all want to come in and talk about Book of Fett too, and we'll all ruin it. So yes, Jen is under the weather right now, Lopez, but she's supposed to. Yes, he guessed it. She's coming in. So
yeah, and I'm bringing my partner from the. And
then we're gonna bring in Rogue's Flaw. That part trivia. Of the deal was if he won trivia.
That wasn't part of the deal.
It's part of the deal. Yes, it was. Part of the deal is if he won trivia, we're gonna bring in Rogue's Flaw. Is that
my partner's a Star Wars guy, so
is he?
Yeah. He just they usually do something on Sundays, so they wouldn't be able to really even watch our show live. They had to do stuff on their channel, but they're taking the holidays off. So,
are you guys still doing tier list?
Yeah,
okay. All right.
Oh yeah,
of course.
I will be back for that. I have to go for just a minute, but I will be back.
Okay, go for a minute. Yeah, we got
come on back.
Reverse, whatever. Well, I mean, all in all, I hope everybody liked it. I mean, Darth Lopez is always a little bit negative with stuff, so if it's not Sith related, I mean, if what's his name doesn't show up, geez, Jen,
we need somebody. We need somebody to push back on Marco.
She could kick my ass, so yeah, I'm scared.
Yeah, she did.
For real.
Yeah.
No shit. No, she. Like, I mean, IRL, I know her.
We're not saying it joking.
No. I'm not joking. Like,
laughing because it's true.
Yeah, no. I mean, I think she could probably take the 3 people, all 4 of us that were in this room. She could take us. She's got that type of fighting skill. So, no, but Darth Lopez, I know where Darth Lopez is coming from, some stuff, and I get it might not be towards him, but I thought it was good.
So I will say, when all is said and done, and this season is complete, if we haven't seen any fan happiness, then I will be just as disappointed as anybody else. I think we're going to see it.
We got it, though. No, see, this is the problem. This is what I'm saying.
You got it. You're talking different things.
We had this conversation before, so let me add the word, because I often leave it out. Average fan happiness, which I think
general audience,
the people that don't.
Somebody gave me right. Okay. But even to that point, somebody had made a comment today, and when I said I hope this is the thing, and somebody goes, well, I think there's going to be a lot of people who are now the Star Wars experts in the last year and a half or 2 years because they know everything, and when they see something, they don't realize it's a Star Wars thing, and then their happiness is, i.e., Luke and Baby Yoda don't show up. Like, I know you're not looking for Luke and Baby Yoda to show up, but dude, they dropped. There's something in this episode that if we don't talk about on Sunday and you're not hyped, they didn't already give it to you, then I can't help you because they gave you something so awesome from the original trilogies. In this.
Well, that's where
they gave the average person
from the original trilogies they gave us.
Yes, they gave you something.
Sure they did. Sure they did.
Something really cool.
If it went over somebody's head. Maybe even mine. I don't know if we're talking about the same
thing.
You
can't miss it. It's there.
Then you're going to tell us about it, and we're going to think, okay, great, okay. I've gone 180 on this thing.
Fan happiness. Good. We switch it out. Yeah, no. I mean, literally. But that's what I'm saying. They put something out there that I know. I know younger guys are dope. There's a character out there that shows up. Younger guys that didn't grow up with the original trilogy, love this character.
I wish I could say something right now that just made the whole rest of the show could have been crap, and Boba Fett said one line, and that made me okay, this show already rocks, but I can't.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They gave some private chat, Jedi. Check it out real quickly. I'm putting that name in there for you. But what I'm saying is, if that's that's where I'm telling you, because I'm not quite sure people. I'm not quite sure people. Yeah, I'm not quite sure people who didn't know freaking Mandalorians can take off their helmet are going to appreciate that name, appreciate what that means, appreciate that that's a discussion that's probably been going on for a very long time. You know what I mean? That's where fan happiness, yeah. That too. I mean, yeah, that too. Absolutely. Yeah. That's what. Man, let's go. Fan happiness. I'm happy as shit. That's what I'm saying.
Sorry, everyone. We're having side conversations.
Yeah, we're not breaking any of it. Lopez is Sunday because he can't say anything in the general chat. Too bad. You should join the private chat then. This is why we need the. What was that thing? Where are the things where the people pay $1 and they get in the thing and it's a thing on the side all the time? What are those things called? The little chat things. It starts with a P. Be a pro member or whatever.
Oh, do they have member?
No, not that shit. It's something else. You join it's not Discord, but it's something else.
Oh, well, they do. Oh, the Patreon.
Patreon. That's why we need a Patreon for the show, so we can go over there, ruin the shit in the Patreon, and all laugh on camera while we're talking together. Yeah. Astro needs the private chat too. Everybody needs the private chat. We probably should just do a late night show tomorrow or something. But dude, that's what I'm saying. When you start seeing all this, and then your response from people is, man, it wasn't that good, or it's gonna pick up. You guys
can put all your credits into Jedi's helmet that he has. Won't fit his head, dude.
Pete, look, my point is this. My point is this. That's what I'm saying. I'm worried because we have these private chat. Look at how excited we are. Look at what we were saying, fan happiness, and our smiles of a line and something that shows up in the private chat. We're going wild about, right? That is not the response of the 20 comments, 20 chats that were almost exactly identical, saying this was okay. It's going to pick up, so it's going to get better. I literally saw that at least 20 times today, personal messages to me from different people. That is not the same thing that we're talking about in chat saying we're happy as crud because that person showed up. This happened over here. There's 6 more things that I'm dude, dopest stuff ever. It wasn't an okay episode. I know JJ's on the grumpy pants and he got coal for Christmas, but to be honest with you, it was a damn good intro.
I enjoyed it. I just put my minor critique of the one thing I wanted. That's all. And it's minor.
There's some goodness coming. There's already been goodness. You know what I mean? Like you open up your Christmas gift and you're like, well, maybe I know this is some great stuff. Santa left me some good stuff, but I'm going over to Ma's house tomorrow and she likes me. So, there's some good stuff coming. Like, look at the gift you got already. Like they gave us a good gift with this one. It really is. I don't think you have to be a diehard fan because Jedi, as you say, casual fan. But when that thing you mentioned in there and the thing I mentioned there happened, you smiled. You smiled and your teeth. Yeah, you loved it. And that's what I'm saying. Like they gave us fan happiness already.
Yeah. So I think anybody, especially people who haven't watched it yet, I think you will be happy in watching, especially when you first start. You're going to get something you wanted to see. They're going to show you stuff you want to see.
If goodness is coming, like you guys do understand what you're saying. You're saying that it's not good then, but it's good. It really is good. Like that's where like I hate to do it because I don't want to seem like this, like the D-bags that get on the internet and are like, I'm the Star Wars fan. Like, yo, everybody's a Star Wars fan. You can't criticize other people's fandom, but there's a lot of backlash you get where it's like, oh, really? Well, yeah, dude, they gave us a lot of stuff. Staff Zen fan happiness. They gave us a lot of fan happiness in this one. And if you weren't happy with this episode, then maybe you should. We
will convince you on Sunday once we can.
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you.
I got Marco yelling at me for giving stuff away when I know what I'm doing. I'm doing my.
I'm joking.
Things that could play out on multiple levels. If they saw it, they know what I'm referencing. If they didn't see it, references something
I
that
happened on our
show.
Hey, right now, I want to know everybody that's like, yo, biggest Star Wars fan. It was okay. It's going to get better. Yeah. Do you guys watch Star Trek? Because I bet you do. I bet you you're a huge Star Trek fan. I bet you all Star Trek fans. I'm just saying, yo, like, it was good. And, like, I get that you might not just accept the fact that find some good piece there. Like, find some good piece in this one. Don't look it over like, oh, I want to see this. Because if you just take it for what it was a really good show, and it was a really good start. No, that's just Lopez. He said, yeah.
We'll talk through it.
That's his general demeanor. So, yeah, there is a lot of good stuff coming. I mean, why do we have to just go? There's a lot of good stuff coming. Like, yo, wait, Astro, who'd y'all draft? By the way, Let me know who you drafted.
Who did JJ draft?
Oh, it was JJ?
Yeah, it was JJ.
That team's in last, so like, yeah.
No, they took the
They took the that.
Oh, we're gonna talk about that because
there's
there's two things that they could have taken. They were thinking about taking, and they chose not to go with that goodness, and they should have, because one of those was I really liked what they did with those characters. Like the one that all of us kind of passed on, and we were like, "Yo, this ain't gonna turn out well."
I didn't pass on. I had to take. We picked second. Me and Justin picked second. We had to take Boba. Now we're gonna be screwed.
Exactly, Astro. Exactly.
I think I know the characters. There are characters in the series that I think they are giving their just dues. And I mean, these aren't major characters. I mean, we all know for the longest time we wanted Boba Fett to get his just dues, right? Because he kind of went out with a whimper in Return of the Jedi, and so we got that in Mandalorian season 2, and we're continuing to get it now. But I think what Marco said, there are some other characters in there that are really showing their worth, I guess. I'll just leave it at that.
This might be a way that I could say it. I think there is this big group of Star Wars fans that would like us to get away from the Star Wars, or from the Skywalker saga, right?
Yes.
That doesn't mean we also want you to get away from all the side characters. That means when we're telling a side character story, we just don't need the Skywalkers in it. I just don't need other characters.
Bring in a Skywalker to make it relevant. Yes. You can give me a story with a side character from that era. Just I don't need it to involve a Skywalker.
No, what is that? Oh, is that a mech warrior, Jeffrey? I like it. Good. I'm glad I got you laughing. And that's why I think this is. I think this is we're using a character that's really cool. We're introducing you a lot of new characters that make sense, and we're getting a little bit of fan serve. And it doesn't have to be a Skywalker. Thank God. I mean, not there's anything wrong with the Skywalkers. And just don't send me the thing about you hating Skywalker, because I don't. But yeah, I mean, like, come on. Let's move on for a little bit. Let's expand. believe me, I've enjoyed both the Legend stuff when they expanded and now the new canon stuff when they expanded. And I'm telling you, I'm like preaching from the top now. Let them expand the universe, because when they expand the universe, it's really fun.
Universe. It's a galaxy.
It's really fun.
Yeah, this galaxy.
Yeah, pacing was good. Flashbacks were good. Tony, I get it, man. Cool. Yeah. I mean, I'm glad. Good. So that's it. Sunday, we are going to dissect it and yell at each other and tell each other how we're not true fans, and that if you were, you would agree.
No, I don't think that's
us.
It may be my last show.
Yeah.
After I post the results of the Fantasy Fett game, you may not.
I'm going to dispute it, unless I'm in first place by a large margin. I will.
Like I said, it may be my last show. So,
okay, there you go.
Who did you draft again, apart from Shan?
I don't know. I don't know who I drafted. I don't know how the points.
How the hell do you?
All I know is that I'm winning this
by a large margin.
Because
when I have the title character as well, we were at the very least neck and neck the entire show.
I don't know about that. I don't even know who I had, but I know I'm winning.
That's what I mean. I don't know who else you picked up.
I don't know. You had you had Shan, and you had the dude on the bike.
The dude from
See, and then your dream pick, which is the dream pick that I wanted. Well,
we don't know yet, though.
Yeah, we don't know yet, but the dream picks, they know
it's a marathon. It's not a sprint, so won't be over until episode 7 or whatever. But
Zant, just remind us, because I want to use this again, fan happiness, because I think it's great. I think that's a great way to at least
you've opened our eyes. Yes, it's fan happiness.
Fan happiness.
Yeah.
Now we just got to rate it.
With the Boba drop rule, if you find yourself in last place,
you can't have it that week. You can pick it up the next week.
No, if you're in last place and Boba's already on your roster, you get to keep him. That's not going to happen.
That's what I'm saying. I'm just, if that were to happen.
It is. There's a team that's got like 0 points, and there's my team, which has probably got 20 or 30 points at this point.
I'm just saying, if it were to happen, that's not a no rule. It's just you got to drop Boba, and then last place gets to do the first pickup.
The rules, to me, the rule is clear. If you are last place on points,
okay,
you get first shot at Boba. If that means your team drops him and you're in last place, you get first shot at him. Yeah.
Oh man, this is such a bad.
Well, I mean, it's only for that week. You only get one more week out of it potentially.
I don't see that happening. I don't
see it happening either.
But
in case they decided to do, like a special, we're going to focus on a side character episode kind of thing.
No, I know, but it's like JJ's team. After you drop Bubba this week, JJ team's going to have it forever because they have got no other good characters there, so they're always going to be last, and then they're going to just keep being in last while everybody gains points. Him and Astro.
Well, how would they be last the entire way? If you're thinking Boba, that means Boba's not a great character.
It was going to be a Dom joke. It was going to be a Dom joke, but Dom wasn't here, so I couldn't do it. He's the biggest Boba fan, and he's purposely tanking so that he can have Boba every week. But yeah, no, I mean, good. I'm glad.
Anyway.
Yeah. Anyways, that is it.
I'm talking about this without talking about all of it.
Yeah, I didn't think it was that tough. I think we got the point across for it. I mean, I want to talk about it, but we just talked about it. I talked about it with Jedi pre-show anyway. So
well, you guys.
I mean, I've had people all day
in the middle and
sending me messages.
Stuff ready.
But yeah, I'm glad. I like how it's going. All right, we do have now. That is enough of our spoiler-free stuff. We do have going next the ranking of the two. JJ hasn't made his way back yet. Jedi, how much do you know about Ironheart and Moon Girl?
Nothing. It's not Star Wars. It's not Star Wars, and I'm going to leave you guys, as I mentioned in Sunday's.
Happy birthday.
Yeah,
happy
it's my wife's birthday today.
Happy birthday to your wife.
Still relatively early here in the Aloha State, so I'm going to take her out to a nice Italian dinner. And
are you going to have Boba Fett, the Book of Fett, playing on the phone while you're eating dinner, so she can watch?
So I'll go ahead and say this now because I know it's going to come up Sunday. I was watching it for the second time, and she comes in and she sits down and she goes, "What's this?" And I said, "Oh, this is Book of Boba Fett." "Oh, is this new?" I was like, "Yeah, it just dropped today." She's like, "Oh." So here we go.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get her review by Sunday.
Yeah, we need a review.
We're gonna need her review.
I will. I'll get it for you.
Good. My wife actually watched it and started off saying that it was kind of, but by the time she got to the end of it, she's like, "Oh," because she watched it in 2 portions, I was like, just watch it all the way through. When she got to the end, she's like,
my wife is an action movie fanatic.
Yeah.
She probably couldn't tell you the title of any of them, but she just loves watching people fight.
Cool.
And so if my wife watches episode 1 and says, wow, there was a lot of fighting in that, then I don't want to hear anything about there was no action.
Yeah, I don't hear anything about it being slow.
I don't hear anything. If my wife's and now she goes, that was boring, which I don't think she will. But
yeah.
She
no, I thought it was good. I thought the fighting was good. I thought they did a great job in it. And
I thought there was.
Are we going to need a scoring system?
That's a great question. Are we doing helmets? Are we doing?
I don't know.
I can't do it.
I
can't do a boba bump, man. I don't know what I have no.
Yeah, you can't do a boba bump.
I don't know what I'm going to do this time.
Oh, speaking of Star Wars and Sunday 2, we've got a pickup. Kind of. I got a delivery. Got a whole box of these. Like not like a whole box. Like thank you to Steve Horn. My Barton Comics. Yep. He gave us a couple of bucks.
I'm going to make it the large screen so we can see what you.
Oh, that's
okay.
So we might have.
I opened 2 of them on the Sunday show.
Yeah. So I got a couple boxes. Nice.
So we're bound to get at least 2 42s out of that then.
Yeah, we'll get some 42s out of there. I still gotta send Justin stuff out. I haven't been to the
and 43s. Don't forget Lando.
No, 43 and 41. I mean,
as
much as I don't understand it because he was in a shadow. That's
the Shadow Yoda.
Shadow.
Get into that.
Well, at least he's not a blue. At least he's not a blue baby anymore. I mean,
true.
Could have been that.
Was he blue or was he purple?
Or purple? No, blue was him, and then the other one was Baby Yoda Grogu.
Oh,
they were both born at the same time. Yep, timelines, dude. Timelines. All right.
What?
Well, Jedi. No, don't worry about it. We're gonna let you go, and we're gonna get into our ranking system. Thank you very much.
All right, happy New Year, everyone. You guys.
Oh yeah, happy New Year.
Everyone out there watching.
Is it
see you again until this? New Year's is the Saturday. So
New Year's is Saturday.
Yeah, we'll see everybody again until Sunday. So happy New Year. Be safe, and may all your wishes come true.
Cool. We got the breeding bugs going on. We'll see you then, bud.
Later, bud.
All right. Well, let's start it off without JJ. We'll get JJ in here in a little bit. So this week, for the finals, for the prelims before the Royal Rumble. By the way, Pete, I have something. There was a commenter by the name of Asan, I think, made a comment. Oh, Happy New Year, Code Red. Yes, made a comment. This back to the Miles Morales and the Sam Alexander, and they said their count was 19 to 17 Sam. So I'm going to need you to go back and recount.
I better go double check it
because they asked me, and I have no clue how this point system works. So maybe I don't know. Whatever. Happy New Year's. I don't know. Code Red. It's good.
I mean, I'll have to go back and look at how we scored it just to be sure. But
either way, we'll look back after it. So
we have far the system here, so this way people will know for today.
Happy New Year's to you too, Pete.
Oh, thank you. Happy New Year's, Code Red.
There's the point system. So right now, going into the Royal Rumble,
5, 3, 2, 0, -5.
And this is the last matchup going into the Royal Rumble. And currently going into the Royal Rumble, we have Miles and Sam are both going into the Royal Rumble.
Unless I do the recount. Unless I got to double check the score.
Well, yes, as of right now, I said. And then last week, the 2 lowest scoring we've ever had before, just bottom liners. It was a Gwen and who?
Who was it? Oh, it was
completely forgetful.
America. Chavez.
They're both going in. So we're actually having a really big Royal Rumble here. And then after that, we've got who won out of Hulk and Silk? Was it Silk? Silk's going in. And is that it?
And Kamala.
And Kamala's going in. Right? Zaggy, what's going on? Recount. Let's recount it. All right. Hey Patrick. So that's what we got. Yes, we do have to have a recount, apparently.
Patrick made it live.
Yeah. So there we go. But this hopefully will not come down to a recount. Now, once again, I have scrubbed these lists. We do not do second print, third print, whatever. We will have 2 variants per person. So Moon Girl will have. We
might mention the second prints, but we're not going to rank based on.
Moon Girl will have 2 variants, and so will Riri. And we are trying to use what I guess would be considered keys for these people. Jeez, I mean, I hope it gets easier when we move it down to 5 per. But
when we do the battle royal, that's it. We don't have to stretch after this. When we do the battle royal, we can just pick the.
I was stuck at 6 on both of these. Now I did have like
tough.
The Marco clans were over here for like 4 days, and it was like 20 kids 7 and under. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, you did a good job with Riri because I did look into her extended catalog too, and you did pick up like a couple of people that I was also because for dollar bin digging, like I've picked oddball things up for that. So
good. Well,
I think you did a good job with Riri. I just don't know enough about Moon Girl. I
do. I actually have got 2 full runs of Moon Girl currently. So,
and but you still hit the highlights I would have thought of, like the characters you picked them out. It's just once you got to the little the digging a little bit deeper.
So I will let Pete explain. We'll start off and we'll start off easy because JJ's not here yet, or maybe we won't start off easy. We'll start off with a debate.
All right, you want to
right
start
off
with
the bat?
All right.
Because are we gonna go Riri? Who's going first? Guys, give us who's going first, Riri or Moon Girl. Let the chat decide, because if we start Riri, it's gonna start a thing already. I know it is, because as soon as I was putting these down, I was like, what are we gonna call this? Chat, what are we?
Well, we got to give them a minute because they're going to be a little delayed. But
I agree, Zach. I agree. We already covered that a little bit. We agree. Some people say it's getting better. So, the Uganda giant wins. All right, Moon Girl it is. Okay, easy. That's not as big as that is not as a as
well, yeah, there's no real debate there.
Okay, real debate here. Here we go. We're gonna start off with this book right here.
Yeah,
Devil Dinosaur #1, and it's the first for Moon Boy, as a matter of fact. This is the actual dinosaurs. Oh, and also this isn't just that. This has also got the what's their names? The killer.
You put them in there. I can't remember the names.
Is it Killer Faith, Killer Fra, or whatever? It's pretty much. See the guys in the front that look like cavemen. It's them. They actually end up showing up in Moon Girl 2 and actually become antagonists for a while. Now that they don't name the ones that are here, they actually name the version of them later on in her first book. But those character types do show up real quickly, and that's kind of who Devil Dinosaur and Moon Girl fight. And don't
Killer Folk.
Killer Folk, that's who it is. Yeah, because it's the something folk, and then they turn into the Killer Folk. It's a bunch of folk. It's really just a bunch of cavemen. Anyways, this is a book too that I'm always surprised at. I don't know. I haven't seen them in a while, but for the longest time,
I haven't seen them in a while, and I got rid of the one I did find for cheap.
I'll give you another one. I'm really surprised at how cheap this book was. I don't know, Pete, what this book is around, but this thing was really sitting for the longest time as like a $20 book, which I like $20 books that are like this.
Oh yeah,
especially a little curb. But I mean, I don't know what it is at anymore. But I have to say, this is the other thing I have to say too, is like, it depends on how good this cartoon does. If it does well with our demographic, then I think this book is going to be a pretty good one. But let's see what the chat has to say about it. Tragically, yeah, I mean, I like the curve.
$46.55 at auction for a raw.
$46.55
at auction with 3 bids on December 28th.
I don't know, James. These $39.50. This is more even than you think.
All right, so it's like a $40 book right now, raw.
$40 for a Kirby. Yeah. I mean, I love this book because, it's got one of, it's actually what Kirby took time
December 23rd, 41.68, 16 bids. Yep. Solid $40 right now, raw.
It wasn't when he was just having people finish off half drawings and stuff. He actually, the sizing was all good and everything like that. I would consider Devil Dinosaur, especially one.
Now that's a score right there. 9.8 for $30.
That is a score. So, I mean, where are we putting this? This has got to be A tier, if not S tier, especially for the price, right?
Yeah, I think so. I don't think this is S, but yes, I think this is a classic book. This is, like you said,
I already did our victory lap. All right. So it's a Kirby.
It's Kirby. It's half of the title card. It's Devil Dinosaur.
It's B+ or A for me. I have multiple. I think sometimes when we have a bunch of these, we start ranking them a little bit lower too. We got a bunch of A's.
Like is Lunella on her own as interesting as the fact that she has a large red dinosaur with her?
Hey, we're having Rogue Slaw on Sunday's show there, Comics and Pops.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think Comics and Pops is Alonzo, but yeah, we're gonna have JR on Sunday.
A. We're getting a bunch of A's. I would say leave it an A. That's very good. We're gonna go to number 2 in the list for Devil Dinosaur and Moon Girl, and that just means that we're going to go with number 1.
Yeah, her first.
I mean, we might as well go back to back, right? So we get Torn Tooth, Gruff. We get Coach. Now I don't know how the heck you say it. I think it's Coach Harbark. There's like 3 letters, 3 consonants, an A and a K, and Bark is at the end of it. However you say it, he's actually pretty. Herbeck. You know, he's got to deal with the Omni stuff. He's pretty. If in the cartoon, you know, eventually, if they're gonna, I mean, not eventually, but they're gonna have.
Yeah, it's gonna come out
to deal with it. He'll be in it a bunch. I mean, it's just something they have to. Then her teacher too, Miss Dominique, is going to be in there. I mean, you know. Like I said, you get the killer folk, but you actually get the 3 that cause the most trouble and are pretty much her antagonists in the street and to Devil Dinosaur through most of the first couple arcs or first 20 books, probably, because this went to 25, right? Didn't it go to 25 somewhere around there?
Oh no, what past that?
Was the first
to 46 was the last
46, and then it stopped.
Yeah, that's a toughie to find.
Yeah, and then they did like a 5 or a 6 or something like that, and they came back and did the rest. Okay, so I do, and now remember, this is just for the A cover for it. I like it, and I like all the characters that are in it. Also has, you know, some minor bit characters that are going to show up.
I passed on so many of them just because I was like, well, how many do I need? Dumb.
Really, you needed more than you had. B, got to be S. Can't find one without color rub. Are we talking about the black on the back? Very good idea. Yes. It was during the color rub era, the major color rub era.
Right now, $66 raw at auction. $50 buy it now.
Really?
Yeah. $95 best offer. I don't have it in front of me what that might have been. $100 best offer. Don't have the accepted price
50
in front
and
of me.
60 for we've already got a short preview, a short teaser trailer, as they call it, of this property coming up, and it looks fun.
Yeah, $84 at auction last week, the 21st.
And Tracksuit Guys was going for like the Tracksuit Mafia was going for $100, and the first of this is going for $55.
Well, don't forget, if you're talking cartoon, like cartoon doesn't move the needle as much as live action, even though you're talking about
how's Miles Morales doing?
Side characters. Well, that's true. That is true. But that's also the expectation that he's coming to live action at some point. It's like a given.
Give it B? This is really bad. I didn't think we would get this many B's on this.
Yeah, I didn't think this was the B either. I didn't know if we were going to be doing S, because I thought it was going to be just pretty pricey on its own. But
I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be like a $90 to $100 book, and when you said 55.
Yeah, it's a little soft right now. I think that actually makes me like it a little bit more.
I know. I'm thinking really soft on this book at 55. I'm thinking, let's take a pause and order some of these.
No, I didn't. I got to watch that later because I'm doing this and prepping for the show. I didn't get to watch AEW
Wolverine?
Yet.
She showed up as the Wolverine kid?
Yeah, maybe. You know how they sometimes do like the makeup of their outfits. They try to.
Oh, get out of here, garbage. Okay. We'll talk about garbage
like Johnny Gargano in NXT. He used to always do like Marvel characters with his outfits. He did like the Wolverine thing, a Venom thing. Anyway,
I'd say A2.
I feel comfortable with A, but I'm telling you,
sticks for $55. Yeah, Big Remo. What's up, my man?
Not even 55. 66 at auction and 50 even.
50 even.
50 even. Well, $8 shipping.
No, what? Okay. $50 or $60.
Both of these are yesterday. $66, $50.
Right. I think people are getting. I think like, dude, I've seen some Star Wars books that are just straight hot trash that people are like.
I know that
I sold a book. I'm not gonna say what book it was. I sold this book. You know what I'm saying? Because like for $100, you want that piece of crap? I can't. I got like 5 of them. I had to sell a couple for $100, and people are saying, "Oh, oof. Yeah, no, I'm with Big Remo. I think this has got to be an A."
Yeah, I think we got to at least go away.
How many kids are watching?
$50, I mean, some store variants come out, they're $50 out of the gate. I'd rather have a first appearance of a character. And this isn't like a heavily printed book either. It's not like there's a crap load of them.
Code Red, did you see the teaser trailer for this? This is going to gap between little kids and like My Teen Titan, like, you know what I mean? Like 20-year-olds.
I think that Teen Titans Go crowd.
Yeah. I think it's going to get both. I think it's going to be a double dip, hopefully. Hopefully. I mean, it didn't look, I'll tell you this, it didn't look like that stupid Batman trailer. I'll tell you that.
Oh, you leave Robert Pattinson alone.
That thing is terrible. That thing is terrible. Dude, Code Red, this is the funny part about that, though. And this is the one thing I'm going to say is just alone, the people who forgot this, who 3-4 months ago, when it was mentioned or came up and just said Moon Girl and were pumping it and jacked up the prices, are about to remember this is about to come out. And when that happens, it's not a $55 book anymore. Now, just like any book, should you keep it much longer after that? No, probably not. But for $55, I think you're in good shape. All right. It is. And James wants it.
Yeah. Because, again, I'm pretty sure...
I'm not going to say this.
My kid's probably going to watch it.
Yeah, I'm not going to say this, but yeah. I think he's got another demographic there. I don't think it's just teens. I think it's in general. I mean, we got a shop right down the street. I'll go down there and ask them in a minute. But all right, up next,
I gotta go to Riri.
Oh, Riri. I was hoping JJ would be back here so you could yell.
I was hoping JJ would be back. I don't think there's debate. I mean, what do you want to debate?
Well, I don't. Are these books still people yelling about these books because one of them she shows a face on a second print or whatever?
Well, it doesn't matter.
Or whatever, the 7 and 9 stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it's her, but yes, that's all it is. So as long as you're fine with that.
And the suit that she's making, I mean, yeah, I get it, whatever. So 7.
Building a suit. It's her. You don't get a really good, clear shot. She doesn't come out, yelling, I am Ironheart, or because she wasn't called Ironheart yet. But you know what I mean? Like, it's her. So what do you want?
Yeah, it's her, and there's the suit.
Crappy cover. Yeah. The variant's crappier.
Yeah, the variant's really crappy. The variant's really crappy.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. Yeah, this cover sucks too. Yes. I get that this isn't the book you wanted, but this is the book you got. I mean, it really is.
It is.
I think this is like one of the first books where I was like talking to people like, there's no way people are really going to switch this book because they think the cover sucks. And it's like, then somebody's like, no, they just didn't get 7. I was like, no, I really think people think the cover sucks, so they don't think they can sell it. So that it's not that people didn't get the book; they just hate the cover. They
hate the cover, yeah.
And I think that's the truth of this book is that people hate the cover.
The book can't sell itself. It's like, oh man, I got to write a separate label to tell people what this book is.
You know how many times you had to explain to people 7, and they're like, which 7? Invincible Iron Man 7? No, the Civil War 2 one. It's got Potts and it's got Tony on the front. And they're pointing at each other. And there's a cover where Potts is pink.
The Civil War book.
The Civil War book. And then when you're like, no, but look for the variant too. You can find that too. She's in pink, right?
Oh, God, I left that variant on the wall because I was just...
yeah, people hated it.
It's not good. It just isn't good.
And they got mad, I guess. What does this book go for nowadays? We should get a couple of them out of the story.
You want to know, I'm assuming Raw. I mean, we could do 9/8 if you want to do 9/8, but
do Raw.
I always like just looking Raw.
Oh, for all those people, Invincible Iron Man number 7, first appearance of Riri Williams.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Invincible Iron Man 7. Yeah, because we're probably going to start doing this audio.
Yeah, we got to do it audio. We got to convert to audio. Yeah.
All right, auction.
Auction,
13 bids, ended yesterday. $140.11.
How the hell? That's what I'm saying about Moon Girl. Really? Like, okay. 140, okay.
With $23 shipping from Canada on top of that.
Oh, and it's Canadian?
Oh. And it's Canadian. Oh, wait. Christmas Eve auction only $75.
Thanks.
35 bids.
How much? Wait, say that again. Somebody was telling me they love me, so I have to say love them back.
$75. That's the next raw copy when I'm going back through the actual sold copies.
Okay.
$75 with 35 bids.
Compared to the rest of the people in the Rumble, this is actually compared to the rest of the people in the Rumble, these 2 firsts are literally dirt fucking cheap.
Well, yeah, if you want to compare it to the Spider Gwens and the Miles Moraleses.
Not even the Silks. The
Silk regular's not that bad. The Silk regular's kind of
but for a character that's not even like on the. I mean, Moon Girl has a show coming out. I mean,
true.
Even though it's a cartoon, it's still a show.
Hey, Riri's got a show coming too.
Riri's got a show coming too.
Eventually.
I mean, Hulk, the Armored
that one's actually pricier too. You're right.
Yeah, it's way pricey comparable. I don't think you
might
put
be
above,
the cheapest. Sam Alexander might be the cheapest.
Probably the best character out of all of them, too.
Out of this bunch, now that I'm thinking back on it. Well, I mean, it was a 0.1, though. I mean, that kind of...
Yeah, it is 0.1. That does hurt. Does it? Because, what about Kamala?
Yeah, but that's like her third appearance.
Yeah, no. Yeah, but her third's like $40. You just said this is the book up here for Moon Girl #1's $40.
That's true.
And that Kamal shows.
Oh yeah, that one. Yeah, why don't you?
There's more energy in the Moon Girl show. I'll tell you that much.
Well, yeah, there isn't a lot of energy in the Ms. Marvel show.
So, are we going A with this, or are we going? We got to go A, right?
I guess.
All right, put in A. Maybe we'll move. Hey, chat. Anybody got A on this?
Prices are kind of inconsistent because, like I said, that one was yesterday. What did I say it was? 140.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was 140 yesterday with $23 shipping. But then when I go back to last week, Christmas Eve, $75 with 35 bids, and then there was a $65 one with 4 bids on the 22nd. So it's like, wait a second, it doubled in price from last week to this week?
Maybe somebody got confused that you actually don't. That they already converted it, and that's not in Loons.
And that $65 one, they listed it as near mint plus. Not that you trust grades that people put in listings.
It's not in Loons and hot dogs. You can't give it to them in poutine and Loons.
Poutine.
We're getting B and C. I don't like the cover C.
I hate the cover.
I don't. Okay. All right, maybe B. Me and you've got it A. Everybody else got it lower, I think. So.
Well, yeah. Well, there's a lot of B's and C's. I guess we got to put it in B. Just because we were saying A, the C's I think drag it down, and then the B's confirm the B nature.
It's not, James. It's really not muddled. This is her first appearance. What it is people.
People like to try to muddle things.
Yeah, they try to muddle it because they hate the cover or they didn't have it. Like I don't disagree that the covers suck. The covers suck on this. I'm not going to tell. If you think the covers don't suck, you're lying. But there's no muddling.
I mean, I'd love to tell you that Oya 9 is the one, which we'll get to because I have a couple of 9/8s because I just lucked into them. But I'm not going to try to say it is something that.
Well, I think early on, if you saw this coming, you had to get both because you could see. This was cheap. This is still cheap. They were actually at one point like teeter-tottering, same price-ish around it anyway. We'll go to 9. We'll go to 9 next. First time in the Iron Suit or what? What are we calling this one?
I don't know. I don't like the term first cameo, first full. I don't like giving that kind of distinction.
Well, it wasn't a cameo because it was actually her in the first one. So is this first naming? What are we?
I don't know what we can.
Second first appearance. Second first appearance.
I think we got to see her face because I don't think we really got to see her face in the other one. It was her
better cover. Well, yeah, but then the debate got all crappy because the second print for 7 had her in the corner with her face.
Yeah, had her face introduced. It was introducing. Riri Williams.
They gave it to you all there, and then the price flopped back again that way, and then the price flopped. Whatever.
Yeah. But for whatever reason, that variant is the priciest book out of everything, even though we didn't do it separate. That 9 Tron variant, for whatever reason, which I don't know. I wouldn't be paying thousands of dollars for that. I don't care.
Yeah.
God bless how much you if you have it. For? Good luck if you're trying to sell it. I'm not trying to crap on your book. It's just
how much is this?
No way in heck I'm paying that kind of money.
How much is first appearance number 2? First appearance of the first appearance going for?
Oh, 9. You want to know what 9's going for? All right, let me get that while we're going through this. Well, might as well see. And I'll look for Raws.
We're not doing it on the variant. We're not doing it on the other 9 there, the variant. We're just doing it on the main A cover. I know Pete likes to confuse everybody.
$200.
So one's going for $70 and the other's going. Yeah, see, I told you it keeps flipping.
It was $200 raw. Buy it now on Christmas Eve. That's the most recent raw sale. But the variant.
Oh, right. It's not. This isn't anywhere close to being done. We got to rank all these books, and then the point system comes.
And that's a very fine and near mint copy too. It's not even somebody trying to promote it as near mint plus. But then the variant sold the next day for $160, which is also weird.
The variant for 9
sold for less. Yes, the next day on Christmas Day.
I can't. I just can't with this book.
That's crazy. Holy.
What?
Another Raw that they're saying is a 9.6 sold for $270 on Christmas Eve. $260. These can't be completed. Those are two the same. That picture is the same with this yellow background. I'm looking at some shenanigans potentially here. But still, Jesus Christ.
Somebody's selling in the chat.
A Raw fine copy. They listed it as a fine 6.0 of Raw of number 9, sold for $144 on December 22nd. They are saying it's a fine copy.
I smell something fishy.
And 140 on December 21st.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, hold on.
If we even it up, I don't know. Like I
told you, and I have extra copies of this in 9.8 too.
The inside's worse though, right? The guts are worse, but the cover's better. I don't even
remember the guts of this one. It was just like, again, it was a similar kind of situation with Kamala Khan, where it's like, well, there's not much more of a appearance than the last. Why are we calling this full?
Because the cover's better.
Yeah, because the cover's better.
Yeah, because it was cheaper at the time. That's how much people care. 9 shows her kind of.
Still $150 plus for this Raw.
Sticks. You cannot vote. You cannot vote for it because you have it. That's not how it works.
I know, and I'm telling you, I have it. I have 3 copies of this in 9.8. 3.
Oh, of the first, not the Crown one, but the other one. Yeah.
Yes, the regular. I actually
think I've got even copies of both these books.
I paid 50 cents a piece for them.
Yeah. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely, because I just told you we were debating. Well, I paid $1. Yeah. I didn't pay 50 cents because it was like 7, and then we're like, we better go get the 9s because
no, I was at the flea market. Here. I found them in a box at the flea market, and I'm like, ooh, there's a couple of them. And at the time when I found them, it was maybe like a $40 book.
I think this might. You know what? I'm going back on James. I think because of whatever's going on with nobody can decide on what they want to call this because people are just going to fight. That maybe it draws both books down. Like maybe this is a muddling that people muddled so bad that they muddled it up, and now both books suck. They do. Both suck. They suck.
Well, it is what it is.
Sell it. Code Red says sell all that shit.
This one. I see some A's. I see some C's.
The A you can't do because he gave this an A because he wants you to do the Tron variant.
Yeah, no, I didn't. I know. I put a picture of the Tron variant because we didn't do it separately.
Damn muggles. Leftovers keeps giving it C. I don't know if we.
I might be with Leftover though. At 150 again, we are grading on our own gut, our own feeling. For me, $150 plus Raw.
I'll give Stick that. He says no. He says it's not about the Tron book. It's about the actual A cover. I'll give him that. So he's got an A on it. Zag's got a C.
It's too much.
Where was James on this one? I don't even remember where James was. B. James was at B. I think we gotta give it a B again.
I mean, we could give it a B, but I'm telling you, I'm considering the C just because of the price. Like, why is this 3 times as much?
Okay.
All right. I know because of
because of the thing. But this is it. Somebody else gives it a C. We'll move it down. But right now we gotta go with the combination of the B and everything. So it's in the B's. And it's in the B's. And Code Red is ticked because he's like, I cannot believe that Moon Girl is beating Riri. So I get it. It's gonna get crazy though, because there's gotta be some junk. There's gonna be some junk coming up, and the junk is what usually ends up. It doesn't matter where these books. I mean, it does, but it doesn't really matter where these books. It usually comes down to how crappy is the crap.
Yeah, the trash really takes books down.
Did you mix in the variants in? I can't see because I don't want to go.
Oh yeah. If for the number 1s, I put the variants right after them. So
okay, I think I just.
And then the random variant is all the way at the end.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, I hope I didn't do that. Okay, what is this? Is that a variant? No.
No, this is
okay, this is here we go. Okay, here we go. The key moment here. This is first.
That's why I put the picture. She's in the
first eggshell. Targaryen mist cocoon, Moon Girl getting her powers. And then Devil Dinosaur wraps her up. You didn't even show when the wraps her up.
I didn't show the wrapping. It was Harry Potter-esque with the dragon watching its egg.
Wrapping it, or like Game of Thrones, and they're on that baby egg and nuzzling it, and then she comes out looking completely the exact same and nothing different. I see this happening in the show. and I still say
I can
D.
see this happening too.
I still say D.
Yeah, I don't care. Yeah, I see it happening too.
I see it happening, and I'm like D. I mean, these are fun reads. It's a fun read. It's very fun, but I still have D. I don't know. We're doing D.
Exactly. It's a good read. It tells the story. You'll see it played out on the cartoon, the screen, whatever. But ultimately, I'm not going to invest in something like this because
I got a bunch of
silly.
Another one of B's. Yeah, this is get D's. It's like a movie. It's a green cocoon. I know.
Yeah, it is like the movie.
Is anybody got to argue D? I don't think anybody can argue. Oh, Code Red asked it. He trashed it. All right. Well, let's see. We got D in the trash. We'll give people a time.
I don't want to throw things in the cart. Well,
yeah, I mean, it's not great. It's
not great. I'm not going to argue it out of the garbage. I won't save it if you guys want to put it there.
This is actually one that I think probably will keep itself out. I mean, you guys can keep chatting it up. We're going to give you this one too. We're going to Invincible Iron Man 5.
Like
this took a lot of digging to get to.
I talked about this one before.
Well, yeah. I mean, like most of her crossover or stories is crossover, but it sorry, I'm just trying to get his name right. Alexander
Xavier or something.
Xavier King, is that what it is?
Maybe. I keep wanting to say Xavier Woods, but that's the wrestler.
So he is the Pepper Potts of the Ironheart world. Yeah. Is that fair?
Yeah, a bit.
He finds her crash. She crashed into.
Yeah, he's a bit of the Pepper Potts. He's a bit of the guy in the chair. Like he's the the sidekick helper kind of thing.
Helper sidekick. I wouldn't call him the because we'll get into that later. I wouldn't call him Jarvis, but I would call him more of the Pepper Potts.
Yeah, because he is a bit of a love interest, I guess.
That's what I was gonna say. There's also the weird.
You get the will they or won't they kind of thing going.
Yes, will they or won't they, like subliminally, not blatantly there. And apparently he leaves his sweatpants tied on the outside for some reason. So that's probably a won't they, because I don't know any girl that likes dudes that have, leave their sweatpant ties.
I'll blame the artist on that. I don't blame the character. It's not his fault. I was drawn this way.
Either way, I think this is kind of he makes a bunch of appearances. Like I said, Pepper Potts.
He's going to be a guy. He's going to show up on the show.
I don't know. Do we give Pepper? Is Pepper Pops good? The helper is Pepper Pops enough to get? He's C in your world. I was thinking, really?
Yeah. You know why? Because again, they might, who knows what they're going to decide to do with him on the show. Like, will they make his character more important than he actually is? Will they make him less important? We don't know yet. But the fact of the matter is, this is a book you can find in a dollar bin still.
Well, I have a B for that. It's a dollar bin book.
Okay.
It's a dollar bin book, and it's Pepper Potts. Now, I understand.
Okay, I thought you were trying to argue the other end, saying, who cares? I'm like, no, this is.
No, I understand why the other two. I understand when you look at it and you're like, one of these two at B is a first appearance, maybe. Yeah, I get it doesn't look like it sits there, but I think if you take the book for what it is, it's $1. Like, if we're not going to put either one of those 7 or 9 in an A spot, then the opposite should be the answer for why it should be.
Yes.
B.
All right.
It's a dollar book.
Yeah, because I am focused
Pepper
a bit
Potts,
on price.
major-ish character in it. Trash comes tomorrow if you guys need help. Wait, what? He's trashing this?
This isn't going to be an important side character for her. I think he's going to be more important than Ned in the Spider-Man movies. And
Zach, they're not banging, Zach. They're not, Zaggy. They're not. All right. So can we get somebody put a B there, or no? We're going to put in C.
Yeah, I'd be fine with the B if you guys want to do it.
No, they got it in the
it's
C.
It's a $1 book. As far as potential goes, if the character takes off.
I don't know what's going on. I don't even know why I do the work, because you can explain and then it's going to get C anyways.
No, I know.
All right. Fair enough. That's what they say.
Put him in C, I mean, I get it. That's fine. I mean, the difference between B and C is only a point if we're doing the rankings. So
we've had two teams tie. Points matter at this point.
I know they do. All
right. Well, then, you know what? Let's go with another one with her, and let's try to get her some love here. Here we go. Number 1. If you guys don't like Pepper Potts, let me give you Jarvis. This is her version of Jarvis. No, not now. Not now.
What is it? What's her name? Natalie Washington?
Natalie Washington. Yes, Natalie Washington. Yeah. So this is where Natalie Washington, doesn't she die in this book too, I think?
Think so.
She dies in this book too. Leaves a little word. And then she eventually turns into the Jarvis system or the AI system. Mm-hmm. Yes, the AI system is her and the AI system later on. So if you don't like Pepper Potts, maybe you like Jarvis. What is this? This is $1 book too, right? Or no? This isn't $1.
No, book this has actually gotten a little bit pricey because of the pain in the ass confusion, I guess, over the fact that you see the name right there on the cover, Ironheart, but yet she doesn't start calling herself Ironheart until the 3rd issue, if that matters. I don't know. I'm not a big collector on.
This was a trash book for a very long period of time. Just so everybody.
It was because it's not a first, but it is kind of her first solo.
See, I think it's better because the AI character is important.
Yeah. I mean that helps it. That definitely helps it. But the reason why the masses look at it, they don't care about the side character. That's the unfortunate thing. The people are not putting.
Well, they care about the side character after they show up. Then all of a sudden it's the
then it's
I was such a big fan. This is the greatest book of all time. This is
it's even worse when you talk about like the Flash villain of the weeks. It's like, we all gotta buy that book this week.
Yeah.
Because, they're gonna show up next week on the show. Everybody's gotta buy First Magenta in Teen Titans 17.
Magenta.
Magenta's gonna be on the show as the villain for a week.
All right, what do we get? B some people that want to get in there.
I'm trying to look up
Ironheart cover got an A because Ironheart's on the cover. Sticks A casual. We'll see Riri's Ironheart on the cover.
Buy it now, December 27th, $31 with about $20 shipping.
Whoa, that's really expensive. So a $50 book.
Yeah, that is a little expensive.
I see the Russians attacking. Gonna grab them. The Russians are attacking.
But I'm having a hard time. Oh, here we go. There's another one, December 26th. 2 bids, $18.50.
$18.50, $20. If this is a $20 book, I'm all in at A for it as a $20 book.
Okay, and December 26th, 1 bid, $12.69.
Trying to refresh.
Also, December 26th, 18 bids, $20.29. So, $20 and under for the most part.
$20 and under. That's solid. You get.
We'll take that one
Jarvis. You get. Well, I don't care. You like the cover. You get the names on the cover. If that's a fucking thing now. Good Lord, there's a lot of books that are shitty that we're gonna have. People have whatever makes you buy a book is what makes you buy a book, I guess. We got some B's, we got some A's. I think we could go A with it. The Russian attack is over. I think we've squashed the Russian attack.
No, don't go with this A. Tony's just trying to sell his own book.
Oh. No, he wasn't the only one. Somebody over here. Stick Boy said Pepper C A, but he hates Pepper, but loves Jarvis A. Because we'll see Riri, but that's he said got a point. It's also number one. People buy people still to this day buy number ones, even if it's not even the number one from like the number one. Like it's
but
like
this is still Invincible Iron Man. This is still Invincible Iron Man number one. So do they buy this number one, or do they buy the Ironheart number one? Because the show is going to be called Ironheart.
Is any of her okay? Give her a B. They went to JJ's.
I'm just saying. I'm wondering.
I have a bunch of them, Code Red. I have a bunch of them.
We double clicked you.
There was actually, I used to buy this box at one of the local things, and they had all these it was overprint stuff. And dude, these things were littered. These number ones were littered in it.
There were a lot.
Oh my God, they were just littered in them. You could buy I think it was 150 comics for $20, something like that. But they would be 1, 2s, and 3s, and I'd make runs out of them and stuff. Just littered. JJ, this is the comic we're talking about. We are having a go at it. This is Miss Washington. She becomes the AI for Ironheart. She's
for Ironheart suit. That's how Marco's selling.
That's how I'm selling it now. The people are selling it. That's a number one, and her name
number one.
Ironheart is on it.
It says Ironheart on the cover, even though she doesn't call it.
I say you take it, and it's by other sales. It's under $20. And she's gonna be a major character. The Jarvis character, the Miss Washington character is gonna be.
Well, the Jarvis, she's got to show up.
There's gonna be another AI that's her AI.
Yeah, that's it. In the storylines, in the books, in the comic books. Natalie Washington, she dies in that book, and then it's either this book or number 2. I I think it's this book. And then afterwards, she becomes the AI in like around 9 or 10 or something like that. Yeah. So, and then becomes the AI for the rest of it, like all the stuff later on, like even when it becomes in Ironheart, the main title, she is the Jarvis. So the decision is between B and A. I think a lot of people that have it want it to be A.
Ruben's got B. Obi's got B.
Yeah,
reasons.
I mean, it's a book I have too, but I know it has a huge print run.
Tony's got A, but he's trying to sell his 9.8 once the trailer drops.
I mean, I don't know. The market kind of looks upon it as like a first solo title, even though it's kind of not a first solo title.
Is it? Yeah, it's a weird.
But I don't know. But that's, I think, the way a lot of people are looking at it.
All right, we can put it in B. I guess we can put it in B.
I'm okay with JJ. I'm okay with B.
Yeah, I feel comfortable with it.
It's just like.
I mean, it's not like it's crazy. If it was like if it was like $100 book or something, yeah.
We've thrown Ironheart.
Well, that's why I downgraded some of her others.
Yeah. We threw Ironheart's Pepper Potts in C, which is a $1 book, and we've now put her Jarvis, which is a $20 book, into B. It makes no sense in logic, but we're going to go with what the chat says. So there we.
Logic.
Yeah, I mean, none of this makes sense. It's
consensus. Things don't make sense when you're dealing with a group.
All right, so I have to go 2, and I have to give supporting character.
Uh-oh.
This is gonna be a tough one. Okay.
One.
Huh? Another Russian. The Russians are coming again. 2 for 2. All right. What character is? No, we already did that one. I'll get rid of it. Okay.
Uh-oh.
What?
Okay, good. Well, I did the block user thing, but hopefully it didn't block the wrong person.
No, other people are blocking too. So sometimes it...
I clicked it, but I don't know the person that thing's still here.
Let me see what I got here.
Okay.
Okay, we got this. I guess we're gonna have to go. Right. We're gonna have to go. Maybe bad guys. Maybe bad guys.
Yeah, go ahead.
I actually believe this is like, I know people. There's 2 characters that I think could make great antagonists for Moon Girl. One is this character right here, the Kree. Is it Marv?
Kree?
Yeah. Well, his name's Marvin Ellis, right? Like that's what he goes by.
Yeah.
Marvin. Couple reasons.
Marvin the Martian.
Yeah. Well, he's a boy, so he's a guy. He's a kid that's like, oh, I want. He never got to kill somebody who is inhuman, and then he's got to go do something. So he gets a backstory. His backstory is that he's a transfer student from Kalamazoo, Michigan.
Kalamazoo.
The greatest state. And for those Western Michigan alum, congratulations on your victory in your bowl game. You killed it.
I just like saying Kalamazoo.
Yep. So anyways, but yeah, so he poses in the class as one of her friends, kind of. And then he's just sticking around for all the time. And then you think that like, oh, his whole plan was to kidnap her, but the kidnapping kind of goes awry. And he sticks around. It's going to be one of those where you can see him come back and forth and play again. The character will play well, too, because it plays into the group. And, besides the Russian Sinos, nobody's calling it. I'm calling B with this. I think it is like when we look at the show, between that and Princess Fisk, those are going to be the 2 characters we see.
There you go. I was going to say, your other one's got to be Princess Fisk.
Yeah, Kid Creek. I think we're going to see him, Marvin. I think we're going to see Marvin the Martian and Princess Fisk. And
this is...
How much is it for $1?
$17. $20.
Whoa! Okay, so then I'm moving him down from where I say B.
Best offer on $20.
I'm moving him down to C because $20 is. I thought it was like $1 book.
All the early Moon Girl books though are like they're about at that like $10 to $20 price range.
Aren't they all like 18,000 print runs on all those too? Not that
they're low. Yeah, they're pretty low.
Yeah, for whatever reason, issue 2 I still see in dollar bins and go, well, nobody wants it, so I'm going to buy it.
That's a good idea. Okay, so, but we actually do have to have. We have to have for number 7. We have to have a spot for this. I kind of had it at B. If it was like $12, I think I would definitely have it at B. I think at the $17 range, that's above $15. Solid B.
Yeah.
They're all saying B.
17 as of the 27th, 2 days ago, and then $20 on the 23rd.
Stick Boy's going to get put in timeout for making fun of Michigan.
I don't see them doing like a.
It was $11.50 in November.
I mean, To me, I would still say it's like a B book because I think people like that like story where it's a heel but not a heel, you know?
Yeah, and that's kind of what he is.
Kind of either or. And
yeah.
Kind of fits that category.
And he fits in there. He's with the kids in the class all
right.
the time, spilling shit everywhere.
Still under $20. I'm not buying it for these prices, but if you go digging in a box and you find it for cheap cover or less,
I wouldn't say. I mean, this seems like one that you could probably find in a
somebody overlooks
bin or pretty cheap.
Yeah, exactly. You can still sometimes find it in some boxes. I mean, if your store, uses certain applications, things like that, well, I don't know if there's an alert.
Yeah, but I think sometimes on that application thing, it's always like $3, and it's $1 book anyways, or something.
Dude, I happened to just go onto that application, and I was like, I went into their dollar bin section. I'm like, wait a second, you're telling me to look for Legends of Blue Marvel issues 2, 3, 4, whatever? I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna find this in dollar bins. Thanks for the hot tip.
Yeah.
Well, content creators need content. It doesn't have to be good. All right. Next up, you guys can talk about this. I'll be right back. This is book number 28. This was a hot book for a very long time.
Oh, yes, it was.
For no reason.
Omnipotentis. Yeah. If I'm saying it right.
Omnipotentis. Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
Galactus's Galactus?
Yeah.
Or something?
Oh, it was like you said, it was popular. It was really hot there for a while, and
it was.
I think everybody forgot about it. I don't know. I don't know what the current going rate of it is now.
What is this? 28?
I think it's 28. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So here, let me grab.
Yeah, it is 28.
28. Let's see what this is going for now. But yeah, this was easily like holy shit.
I remember it was like a $40, $50 book at one point. I don't know if it's still there.
Christmas Eve, one sold. Buy it now for $80.
$80. Oh, yeah,
December 18th, $49 with 7 bids. December 11th, $42 with 9 bids.
Yeah, see, that's what I thought, more like 40 to 50.
65. December 11th, buy it now.
$65 for this book.
$80 on the Christmas Eve.
Can we put this D or trash? Which one are we going?
I gotta get that price.
I think yeah.
I'm not trashing it because it's still a character. It's still a book that if I find it, I'll be happy to find it.
Yeah, Patrick, it's about a $20 book that people are selling for $80.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess if you got in and you bought low, good for you. But
yeah, I mean, I got 3 of these for cover price, but that was because I sold one because people were selling it for $20, and I thought that was ridiculous then.
Yeah, I'm a D. I'm a D.
28, and there's like a second print for or something that goes like for way higher, or am I imagining that?
You might be. I don't know if there's a second print for this one.
Is it for this one?
I might be thinking of a different villain.
Yeah, you might be thinking of the Fisk one. I think maybe. Princess Fisk.
No, Princess Fisk. It is because they put it in the.
It's like in the classroom or something.
Yeah, classroom. It's the dinosaur sitting in the classroom.
Yeah,
she's in the corner, lower.
Yeah, I don't think there's a second for Omnipotentis.
I'd agree with that. Oh, but now, hey, rumor they're introducing the Fantastic Four through Moon Girl.
Oh yeah,
that's how they're bringing them into the
Marvel. No, Doctor Strange. I told you the rumors earlier. Getting Reed with Black Bolt.
I got to get rid of these. I'm bumping these. Okay, that one and I.
If you need me to clean up after you, I can clean up after you.
No, because it gets me confused to choice. It gives me choice confused. All right, so I just Riri have. Do we have to do?
I think you need to do a Riri, but you got an odd number up there.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Yes, you got 5 and
2
4.
Riri. We got to do 2 Riri.
No, you got 5 Moon Girls, 4 Riri. So do whatever, doesn't matter.
I didn't clean up something. That's what I'm saying. This is what I didn't clean up.
Yes, okay. That's why you didn't get rid of that one.
Okay, so we got to do something similar. What were we doing? Something that's irrelevant, right? Here we go.
Something irrelevant.
Something irrelevant. 10 for the Invincible. Yeah, man, great cover. Sweet stuff. She's only got 20 comments and 17 hearts.
I don't even like the cover just because they use that gigantic Civil War banner on all.
Yeah,
Road to Civil
War.
Horrible.
I hate
Road to Civil War is bad. That's not the only reason why this book is terrible. Ironheart 10 though has got a couple good things working for it.
It's not. It's Invincible Iron Man 10.
Sorry, Invincible Iron Man 10 doesn't have anything going for it. That's why I was double checking. It is.
I think we have the other one, or we might.
The underboss for the Bio Ninjas.
Zang.
Yeah. So her boss gets busted, and so does the dad. Riri's dad comes back because of the 10 rings, and they hired the.
That's not until her series, though, right?
Yeah, right. But this is part of it. Like her boss gets busted. So her boss gets busted, and she's in charge. And this is like how far we're stretching these books. This was one where I put Pete. Can you find something better?
I'm surprised you went with something like this, and you didn't give me like a first Shuri and Riri meetup because people love buying that.
Yeah, I mean, I hate doing that kind of crap, so I was like, we'll try to give something original to. I mean, there is one later. I mean, slide number 9 in our deck is something that we've used before, and I was like, crap.
That's why I swapped it. I swapped the pictures.
Yeah, I couldn't even do it. I had to give a kind of a team up, meet up, like new third jersey thing. So, but yeah, underboss,
alternate jersey,
underboss for the Bio Ninjas. Yeah, I have no doubt the Bio Ninjas will have something to do with it because of a couple of the characters that happen later.
Zaggy's all in on this one.
First off, Bio Ninjas reminds me of like just the phrase reminds me of like were they putties or whatever on Power Rangers?
Yeah.
See, you're thinking putties. I'm thinking of some sort of like a chop system or blender system.
So I have a theory that the Bio Ninjas will actually show up when they actually hack her Jarvis, because they're going to have an inside guy who we'll get to in a little bit later.
I mean, but like an underboss. I mean, that's like one of those things.
Well, she's important. Well, I call her the other boss. That's not what they call her. She's like,
no, but still
the leader of the
character. It's like one of those things that you hope when they could like create the show that they actually put an important character in that spot because that character is boring. You know what I'm saying?
Cast it well, so at least you make it interesting.
Yeah. Okay, so the actual boss that they have here really sucked how they wrote her. So they kind of like wrote her out for a little bit, and this was the boss, but like she couldn't be the boss because they had already introduced a boss. So she's like the boss, but she's
Tony Danza's Who's the Boss?
Yeah, I think is a great place for this piece, if not trash. All right.
Yeah.
D sliding towards bucket. D sliding towards trash.
Yeah, I don't want to give negatives for that. It's not that bad.
Yeah, it's not that bad. I mean, it's
not great.
It's kind of that bad.
Close.
Okay, so then we will go with. I kind of already brought that up, so I'm not going to do that one. What is this? Isn't this a variant?
No, this is the regular cover. I didn't put the variant. This is the regular cover for Ironheart.
Okay, Ironheart one. Sorry, my bad.
And we'll let you guys discuss this one for 20 seconds.
Ironheart 1, and this is not this is the Ironheart number 1. So I'm double checking the so we get Andre Sims. So while I was talking about, this is how I see the Bio Ninjas working out. For everybody that knows that Mr. Sims ended up hacking the Stark technology, kind of getting into her suit and stuff like that. And she knew that he was hacking the Stark technology. And then she had to like figure out how she was going to rat him out, but not truly rat him out. And there's this whole like 10 rings thrown thing in here, and the Bio Ninjas would have something to do with it. And I think that that's how it's going to work out. I think that Zhang is going to, instead of having the female overlord boss, that she is going to be in cahoots with Sims. I don't know why Sims is not pictured here. This is also a sweet cover, by the way.
Yeah.
But I mean, and I'd have to ask Pete when he comes back what this book is, but I couldn't imagine this book is more than a couple bucks. Yeah. If this book, I guess
I bet it's up there. What? I bet it's at least 10, 15, 20.
Pete, could you see if this book is under $10? I'm probably in the C.
It's not. No? I don't think it is.
It's probably
not.
The variants. I'm going to look it up, but it's probably not.
So this is Sims. Did you hear the explanation? Sims is the guy that hacks into the Stark technology. He's an employee that does. He ends up showing up in a decent, like a dozen of her books and stuff like that. There's a big storyline where she doesn't want to rat him out and da.
$110.98. Hold on, scrolling through. $60.96.
Like I wish
there were so many covers for this book.
Decide if this is the first self-titled or if it's Invincible Iron Man 1. Because when you're calling yourself Iron, like I have a feeling she's never been going to be called Iron Man for more than a few minutes.
I don't think she's going to be called Iron Man at all.
Yeah, I mean, like I think she'll be called Ironheart. So this to me, is like
the show was called Ironheart.
This is
which was the one? What was the book? Though there was a book where she.
Jesus, I'm still scrolling.
Tries to quiz somebody. Was it her mom or something? No, it was her friend. Was that in that Invincible Iron Man one on what you should name, or was it sisters?
Oh yeah, when they were trying to figure out the name. Yeah, that was in the Iron Man book, I think.
She quizzed them like, "What would you name a female Iron Man?"
Mm-hmm.
Because it was issue 3 is when I think she actually started using.
See, this everybody's giving this C. Can somebody tell me?
I can't even find a raw
tier signed by artist Zaggy.
I'm still scrolling. I don't have a raw of the cover A sold, and I'm at December 20th.
Why are we giving this C? Really? Why is everybody giving this C? There's no way everybody's giving because of the Sims character. Nobody buys my bullshit of why I put these books up here.
No, they don't. Because you're talking about actually reading books.
I think it's because, like I said, I think it's because people. I think it's a divided market where some people view this as a solo title for her.
$32.21 with one bid on December 19th with $36 shipping from the UK. Why would you pay that?
The shipping.
I gotta find another one. I can't count that one. That's an oddball buy.
$66.
Here we go. $46 for issues 1, 5, and 7.
We can't argue with the chat. The chat's got a bunch of seasons.
$31 for issue 1, 2, and 3.
You got to add in the Zaggy factor and put into C. Did Zaggy win trivia last week? By the way, on the Star Wars show.
Yes.
Oh, congratulations!
Yes, I mailed the Christmas figure.
Yep, we all got to get our different things now. I still got to give him the comic too.
Yeah,
this should be B tier. Her helmet throws it off. Wait, why is this B tier? I really don't understand. I
can see it should be a B because I'm assuming it's because of her first solo title, but he doesn't like the helmet.
Yeah. I mean, I can.
This is what we're doing now. But we're saying this should be $100 book because it's a solo title.
It's not $100 book.
It's not $100 book.
It should be $100.
I don't think it should be $100. Actually, I think what puts it in C for me is the fact that it's already so expensive.
Yeah,
What did you say it was, Raw?
Well, there was that one that sold for $30 with $30 shipping or some nonsense. $30. Outside of that, the only other sales I could quickly see were some lots that were like issue 157, issue 1, 2, and 3 that were like $35.
Also, too, when you look at the foreign listings, keep in mind too that if somebody in the UK bought it, it's not $30.
Yes, exactly. Then the shipping's not going to be that. Yeah. That's why I can't trust that too.
Oh, good! Congratulations, Pat.
Oh, what do you mean you almost found it? Oh
wow,
Patrick! If you find two, you got to give one to JJ.
He almost forgot that he found it. He did find it. He did find it. Wow. He almost forgot to tell us that.
That thing is hard to find.
So what were we doing with this C in this book? Now that we're talking about Forgotten Ghosts?
I guess C. I mean, you look at chat. Everybody's got C.
Chat wants C. Everybody wants it. Whatever your reason for it.
I'm there.
Give the people what they want.
1, 2, 3, 4. All right. What do we give them? They wanted that because of villains? Okay, we'll give them a villain.
You got six Riri.
Princess Fisk. She's got tude, I'll tell you that much. She's got a lot of tude. Uh-huh. She's got a lot of attitude. She is little Fisk with attitude. She's the adopted daughter, by the way, of
now that we have Kingpin in the MCU, do you think it makes it more or less likely we see Princess Fisk?
I think it could be more likely.
I would think more likely myself. But like
I think.
I mean, that Wilson Fisk is pretty edgy for children. That way.
Yes, but I think the idea, the people knowing the idea of him, helps them bring her in in a
snotty Karen of a kid. Yeah. Like it's perfect for the classroom setting and for the type of TV show.
I think it's easy to bring her into that cartoon. She'll
I think if you have any of the things you have on D for her, that if this isn't A, B. Where do we put the other guy?
Hold on, I gotta look her up. Moon Girl, what is it? 32? You said?
Oh, 32. Yeah.
Yeah, this is 32. All right, $15.
Not bad.
Today, 6 bids got it to $15. It's a $93.98 with 4 bids.
Hey.
Not bad either.
There you go, Daryl.
Buy it now. Bought her for $40 last week. But we'll just
Coloring
go
pages are dope. Yep.
I can go back. Yeah, there's a lot of $40, $50 sales like couple weeks ago.
I think it's gonna be a combo. I think they're gonna have the 2 plays where it's like when you have the high school thing, you always get like, especially in a lot of these, like how hopefully they do it how DC does it, where it's like you get multiple different versions. Like she's the little shithead spoiled brat kid, and then you get Marvin the Martian as the like secretive kid that never goes right for her. So
it depends. I don't know if she'll be the.
I don't think there's a
the
big
trick
bad
is
period.
How do they play it? Do they play her like as a true villain, or do they play her like as like Spider-Man / Thompson?
Yes, that's what I was going to say.
Flash
She's kind of like the pain in the ass that just kind of lingers and is around.
That's how
I mean, that's what she is in the books, right? Like she gets up there and she's like, "My daddy says that you all suck and I'm the best ever. So be on your P's and Q's." Like she talks back to the teacher all the time and talks down to the kids all the time. You know what I mean? So I think she's kind of a bully. So I think
she's Rachel McAdams from Mean Girls.
Damn, a lot of age. Yeah. Are we saying
Daddy Warbucks was a
timeout
POS and he adopted a young girl? This is what
Chat. Are we saying A because this is the only person we know in Moon Girl Devil Dinosaur, or are we saying A because we have faith? Well, I mean, I think they're going to tone it. I don't think she's.
Here's my problem. Here's my problem with A. At $15, which is what it sold for today, A is okay. But when I look back in like 2 weeks ago, this was 50, 60. I don't know if I can. That's 50, 60 is like cap.
Well, also, do you put her Flash Thompson on the same level as her first appearance and everything else?
Well, after what we just saw happen to Ironheart, yeah, I mean, I don't think people don't care about first appearances anymore. Now they care about a name on a book, bro.
Yeah. Like meetups.
And meetups and team ups, and
at least it's an easy first appearance. Like they put her right on the cover, right who she was on the cover. Like,
yeah, it's even got a fucking arrow pointing right at her. Like, look.
I think B is good. I think B just took over. Put it in the B's. Sorry, guys. I never opened that book up. Did anybody ever open it up to see what the coloring pages were? I never did. I think I got one right there. I should probably open up this closet.
All right. This is $40, $30, $15, $8. Ooh, well, that was November.
I think it's gonna be multiple sticks. I'd actually be willing to bet money that it's gonna be a collective crew of friends and baddies. That's not just gonna be one.
What? On the show?
For the show, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be one of those.
Have you guys watched the stuff that they put out on this already? It's not
much, but
it's not like it's a action thriller here where mystery who's the bad guy.
No, it's going to be like just
school times go. Yeah, what's the one? Yeah. What's the one where they have like the girls in school from the DC? Whatever.
Superhero girls.
Superhero girls
or squad or whatever.
It's gonna be a version of that. There's not like a defined baddie guy. It's Princess Fist isn't kicking anybody down the stairs for lunch.
No, they're just going to be in classes together. And it's like, well, they'll have like competitions and meet all the bad guys against the good guys.
But this is a good point.
Who's going to get the best grade on the project?
Eric has a solid point, price and potential, because if our whole chat, which is one of the most educated chats in comics, I would say, is all about it and have heard about this character and thinks it, like then the common folk out there would be able to sell this pretty easily. You see what I'm saying?
All right. So what are we going with this then? Off of that?
Who doesn't want to kick a little girl that's a stinky butt down the stairs, I guess. I that's what I'm saying. Like, look at her. I'll give you a picture. Yeah.
B, right? That's where we're keeping it?
I mean, I'm not saying to kick her downstairs, but when you do this with the cross hands, and is that her belly sticking out? No,
I thought so too. I think that's her leg. I think she's sitting and that's a leg cross.
No, she's talking crap to the teacher. Now I know what panel it's from. I think it's not from this book. I think this is from the book where the dinosaur Devon's turning into it. I think it's from that panel.
34, which is also on our list.
If it was live action, played by Rebel Wilson.
Harsh. All right.
She's lost a ton.
4.
Yeah, she has.
She can't play. What's her name anymore?
Nope.
Faith.
All right, let's give some variant love. Here we go.
Oh,
that's a big one.
It's a big book for her. It's a couple grand.
Mm-hmm. If they gave her the punching glove, like her costume and the spray thing and the skateboard.
So I missed the first. What?
8 years old.
Did we look up what the print run was?
We didn't.
I mean, see, the print run for the first thing. I mean, it's not minuscule, but it's not big.
Mm-hmm. I think like 23, if I remember offhand, somewhere around there.
So you're looking at what, roughly 900 to 1,000 copies of this?
Roughly. Was it at $2,000?
Yeah,
I think somewhere around there. Yeah,
if not a little bit more in some cases.
Are we going to get the people like the people? Who
I'm not asking this. If this is what you're asking, that's too expensive. There's no.
I'm wondering. So Mean Girl in the Marvel animated series. Yes, she's gonna be Mean Girls in the Marvel. That and Marvin the Martian's gonna mess up a lot.
Stop calling Marvin the Martian.
Well, he's Marvin. Is he from space? Yes. Could it be Mars? I don't know. It's technically part of the Kree Empire. Yeah, so Marvin the Martian. All right.
Well, you said,
I love this
his
book.
name is Marvin Ellis, so it's Marvel.
Oh yeah, that's what he goes by too. Is Marvel in some of the books.
Yeah,
I just liked Marvin the Martian as a kid, so sticking with it.
Oh, I just put that together. Wow, I should stop reading comics and just talk to Pete about stuff.
Hold on, I'm going to bring this up because I'm curious now that you were talking about print run.
I'll see you Sunday.
You guys keep talking, but that's what I'm doing.
I'll send you the thing. Just remind me to send you the thing. Hit me with a message. I'll send you the thing on Sunday. I think we have to go with. I like this book, but I think. Did you say 2K? I don't care. I don't. B?
There were 38,000 copies printed of issue 1.
38,000 of issue 1. 38,000 double J's of 1, not 23.
Oh. Yeah.
Still, that's under 40.
Well, that's again, it's still an estimate.
That's IDW.
I'm with Pete though. It's still too much for what it is.
Yo, you think that? No, but 38. What was the variant ratio on this? This is what I'm saying.
It was 1 in 25.
5, I think. Yeah.
Do you think everybody ordered 25 of a Devil Dinosaur Moon Girl title? No. That's what I'm saying.
No, but I mean, it's probably less than the estimated number, but
there are copies out there because, like I said, I walk past a lot for very cheap because how many of these do I need? Because I didn't think it was. It's like, all right, it's a $10 book, so it's $1.
Big Remo
really need to grab another.
No, I don't think. Does Big Remo keep saying Kid Kree? Kid Kree wasn't he part of the Marvel Wolverine and the whatever?
Yeah, well, they might have just called regular.
He is a Kree child, but he isn't Kid Kree. Yeah. I don't think he is Kid Kree.
I don't know.
That thing's already max price A for what does it say? Desirability.
Gotta find
the price drags it to P.
Well, none sold. All right, so none have sold in a while, but there are copies out there listed. Let's see.
No, he's not Melvar. He's Marvin Ellis.
Marvin Ellis, yeah.
Marvin
that's
Ellis,
like his human cover name, right?
Human name.
But is it because he was? Yeah, I don't know, man. It's
all right. The most expensive listed copy.
I didn't even put 2 to 2 together when I read the book about him and said, "Oh, Marvel," even though he said that his name was a tribute to Marvel. So okay, go ahead. Sorry,
$2 to $3 grand in 9.8.
Okay, we're not putting this above B, are we, guys?
$2 to $3 grand. I can't. Not at that price. I can't.
Big Remo though might be right. I don't know, Big Remo.
I kind of want to put it at. I kind of want to put it at A.
Melvar.
I like it. I just don't. I don't.
The price is such a.
It's a stumbling block for me.
Yeah,
you gotta do B. Yep, I agree. Price brought down for me to B. Chance is B. Put it in B. Or what are we gonna do? Stare at it
do we?
It's pretty. Do we
really
think, a pretty book?
Is this going to reach like Spider-Gwen levels with the variant? I'm just saying variant.
That's what I don't know.
I don't think it's gonna be a $5,000
animated
book.
series, and I mean. If at some point maybe they put her into a live action thing,
if they put her,
I think we want it to be there because it's nice and it's a pretty book and it checks off all the checks that you should. No problem, Dom. We're all good, brother.
Yeah.
I think it checks off all the checks, but then right at the end of the eye test. It falls down to B.
Yeah, because look, it's already expensive. We're talking about animated because I honestly don't think we can see her in live action.
Yeah.
I just don't think it can happen. She's a little kid. You can't cast a little kid because little kids
how do you
grow
create
up.
a gigantic red dinosaur? I mean,
gigantic red dinosaur, that's the easy part. It's keeping a little girl for past 1 or 2 potential projects.
Yeah, but what's the complaint though? Every time you have a big CGI project on a big time film or a show, like why didn't like Game of the Thrones? Why didn't they have like the giant and ghost in the same episode? It's too expensive to do all the effects and the motion capture and everything else you have to do for it. So
true. But I think they've
it's a different world now. Thank you, Star Wars.
It's gotten cheaper as years have gone on. Everything
Big Remo is correct. Real quickly, he one time did go as he is one of the Kid Krees. Alias is what was his alias? Kid Kree. He was also Captain Kree. It was also Marvin Ellis. It was also Alien Boy. It was also Melvar.
Could he become
I also
Marvel
confuse him
Boy?
with Kid Gladiator too. That's the other thing.
Could he become the actual new Marvel Boy?
And now he also goes as the name of Marvin the Martian. So he's got all those going on.
He's Marvin the Martian.
Good job, Big Remo. We got them all. Mark them all down. All right, so B it is.
Let's just leave it at B because that's just way too expensive.
We're done with it. Okay.
There's not a lot of, I don't think, room.
So since we do that, then we can go to the ugly cover that nobody likes. This is why people won't call it her first appearance, even though it is her first appearance. In fact, face it, Tiger, I'm the boss. Also, people didn't like that.
Ugh.
People didn't like any of this.
No, I didn't like any parts of it.
What happened with this book was A cover sucked. They went to variant and went, whoa, it's worse.
Actually, I don't think the cover's worse.
It doesn't get better though.
No,
and it's not. It's just it, and it does, and it didn't hold up. I mean,
and it doesn't have her on it.
Yeah, it wasn't good, and it's still not good. I mean, years and years. How many? What is this? Like 6 years later, still not good.
I mean, the cover for what it is the
2015.
Cover.
Yeah, 2016.
It wasn't designed to be a Riri cover, so I mean, I get it. Women of power, the power suit, etc. I get it.
Oh, is that what that was? I didn't.
Yes, this was a Women of Power cover.
Yeah, it wasn't an incentive. It might have been a qualifier, but I don't think it was an incentive.
Yeah, it might have been a qualifier, but yes,
it was a qualifier.
Not an incentive. This was.
So, anyways, how much is this book right now?
$1,000.98 December 21st. $850 best offer accepted. So less than $850 on December 16th. Less than $800 on December 16th.
We just put it B, right? Or C?
Yeah,
B?
Put it B.
Well, no, I got to put this one at C. It's just
really.
Yeah, why? I don't like it.
It's worse. The cover's worse. It doesn't. At least that is first off. It's her first. It's got her on the cover.
Yeah.
This is arguably her first. It depends on who you debate with. I still think it's her first, but she's not on the cover anywhere, and it's not an incentive.
Yeah,
fair enough.
On the cover.
Put her at C. Put her at C. C. It is okay. Yeah, I mean, you got to argue with me. Are we even gonna have Chad give Chad an option? We're not even gonna give Chad
an
option.
They can try to argue this one up, but I don't like this book.
Somebody in Chad has it. It's gonna say it's S tier.
I don't think we're hitting S tier today.
I don't think we are either. This might be the first round of no S tier.
No, we did this before.
C is fair. Obi says C is fair. All right. We got the approval of the chat.
It is what it is.
Okay, here we go. We're at 3 and 3.
Yeah, we got 3 and 3 left.
Yeah. How am I going to do this? Okay, so I got to give one more Ironheart.
Hey, whatever you want.
So we're going to do Ironheart number 10. Ironheart number 10 is... We get Demetrius Dune Williams. Yes, Williams. That is Riri's last name, too. This is the man that she was named after. His nickname before it was Dune was Riri or something like that. Demetrius, so it's Riri. And then she got two, Riri. This is her dad.
She's little. When you're little, you got the double.
Yeah. This is her dad who was supposed to be dead, and he's not dead.
He's Omni-Man.
He's part of the Ted Rings. I don't think they're going to go that far into it.
10 rings. Oh yeah, we got the 10 rings. We got the Wellspring of Power. We got all kinds.
You see the rings in the background on the cover? That's why. Yep. So he actually is an Inhuman 2 power. So or no, is he an Inhuman? He's something. He's got powers. And he teams up with Ninja Girl at one point. Bio Ninjas.
Zang.
No, the other one, the one that's in jail because she gets out of jail. The big boss that we didn't even put in here because she's in one of the other
underboss.
Not the underboss, the other big boss. Anyways, CD trash. C. Agree? No argue. C is. Oh wait, I think they're still behind.
Yeah, the no argue was for the last book. I remember.
Agree. C for a terrible cover. Okay. Then I think now we're getting trash and C and D for this for the daddy book. Daddy book. Just put daddy. Just put daddy and then whatever you want to do with the chat.
Daddy.
D.
Actually,
D.
I don't know. D maybe. I don't have a huge problem with this book, but
I
don't like dead relative come back from the dead.
Yeah, the dead thing. I just don't think. I think they had an idea that this was going to play into something, and then when they further went down with the story,
$7 this sells for. Oh, $20.
Yeah, that's too much. When they further went down the story and
$7, okay, $14.50, $20.
I mean, this is one of the things that for this book to be like anything I see in the future, they'd have to take his character and make it something it's not in the comics.
Oh, it's a bundle. I was like $385 for 9.8, but it's a bundle.
I think when you got Sims, because Sims came back later on, the Sims storyline kind of came back later on, and now you could link that up. I think they were going to do something with this character, and then they kind of just let it go flat. So no S and no trash. Will it happen? I don't know. We got D.
It might. I don't know.
Put in D. Let's put in D. I mean, C at best, but I think the chat's got.
I don't want to trash it because this is the kind of thing we'll probably see her dad show up.
Yeah. But then people will be mad because he doesn't turn to be in the same character as the book. But
yeah, it's also true.
Okay. So we got to go with since we gave that a D. This is the nurse at the. Okay. There's a reason why I'm doing this.
Try this. Go ahead.
Okay.
Try to sell
me Jesus. Okay. This is why I'm doing this for Nurse. Is this Nurse Martinez? Was that her name? If I
don't do it for nurses, just because there's a character called Nurse Martinez. Or what was her name? I got it in front of me. Nurse Amilda. Okay. Oh well, that's not the only thing. They also got one of the Kree relatives of Kid Kree in here. But, but because of the nurse, when Devin has when Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur transplant different sections, head brains to each other, which is easily a problem that will happen in the TV show. The coach takes her to be treated by this nurse, and then Devin becomes a human, and she's the one that kind of covers because she knows everything's wrong and that she has the inhuman powers and that she's got the omnipress, but she does omnipress or whatever, the omnicore, whatever it is. She ends up pressing the button a couple times, so she figures it out. However, she never exposes it. She's kind of like, I don't know. What was the guy's name in Spider-Man that knew Spider-Man's secret identity but would never tell Jameson? Rumors watching from
Ned. She's the Ned Leeds.
Yeah, she's kind of like the Ned Leeds.
Ned Leeds.
Yeah.
The adult Ned Leeds hanging out with an 8-year-old?
No. Who is the guy at the Daily Bugle?
Ben Urich?
The old school
Robbie
guy.
Robertson.
Robbie Robertson. She's kind of a Robbie Robertson type.
Yeah.
So what's Robbie Robertson? D?
I'm not giving. She's not Robbie Robertson.
Yeah.
Ross,
you're extrapolating out like decades worth of a character on one side to.
It's like saying she's like
this Moon Girl first
and the Kree's like uncle is in there, and Kid Kree's
the Kree's uncle. Oh joy!
I mean,
it's tough, guys. It's tough to put 10.
It is tough.
I could go to some app and just put down whatever bullshit they have there, which is probably 7 variants that have nothing to do with these fucking characters at all.
Oh yeah, there's tons of variants we could have thrown on here.
There's probably if you guys want me to just go to some app instead of reading these crappy books, fine.
Maybe I'm
all day
harsh, but I want to trash this book.
Oh,
am I the only
D.
one?
Code Red gives it D.
Anybody agreeing with? I can't see chat.
Nobody's agreeing with you in chat.
More than a D.
They're actually saying we should trash whatever the grade.
But my lip hurts real bad. Let's go to the school nurse. She's got like 5.
Somebody gave it a C. We got a D, and somebody liked the analogy of what's his name? So they want it solid D. I think they're cheering for at this point. They're cheering for the no. I think the chat has gone to the dark side and are now cheering for a no for their first no. Which this is chat oriented. So
we might get it. We got one more shot.
Okay, they got I think we've gotten the worst of the worst out of the way. Actually, to be honest,
that's what I'm saying.
All right, we're gonna go back to Riri. Ooh, maybe not.
Well, we've talked about this.
This is a book we've talked about before, so we're gonna do it again because we ran out of Riri garbage.
And you can see I put the second print here just because to make it look fresher.
So this is the first appearance of Riri's third suit.
Yeah. But it's her suit.
It's her suit.
It's not modeled after anybody else's suit.
Yeah, it's not. She's not Iron Man anymore. It's not Tony Stark's suit.
It still looks like an Iron Man type suit. I don't give a shit what you say.
I mean, normally I hate costume change books, right?
I hate costume change books, period.
But
I know this isn't gonna go in the trash because the chat won't let it happen.
And also, I think so. I may be alone here, but I honestly think that you will just see this suit.
I agree. I agree.
Almost,
this is
like I said,
this is Red Daredevil to me. This is
so then we got to move number one.
You might love Yellow Daredevil, but that was 6 issues. It really was a footnote of nothing.
Like I think
this is going to be the suit for her.
It'll be like Miles's Halloween costume.
I don't disagree.
Will be like the original Iron Man suit.
But this is why I was arguing that Invincible Iron Man, or what book was that? Was that Invincible Iron Man 1 with the AI? It was for the AI, not for the suit. I hate the suit.
Well, it wasn't. It was also the name.
Oh, for what?
That's the problem with it. It's different levels. It's name. It's
all right.
Suit,
what are we? The pink has a heart. Okay, the pink has a heart. Okay, so I mean, we're gonna get a pink suit, probably. Sure, I get it. Is that? Well, how much does the book go for? Please tell me. It's
the regular one, Champions 22. I think it's still in the same kind of range. I think it's.
I was a sucker. I bought like 4 of these for cover price too because of something. I don't even.
Not second print, right? We just want to talk about the regular.
Oh, the rations are back. The rations are back. Rock them.
Well, you got to take care of me because I'm looking up stuff. Champions 22.
C. Absolutely not a C book.
$28, $30 on Christmas.
You think it should be higher or lower?
It should be lower.
Lower?
$30.
Yeah, this. Yeah,
no, I don't know. Like
2025 is. I mean, 30 is not crazy. After
normally,
that.
as a costume change book, I would hate it, but I don't hate it because I think this will be the costume. I don't think it'll be a costume change book.
I mean, I'm not saying they're not going to have pink there, but I don't think that's the act. I mean, like the costumes never look exactly like it.
No.
Oh, you just literally put that costume though in everything, Pete. I see how you're trying to sell this.
Well, no, that's what she looks like, so that's why I put her. That's. Her.
I think that's
one.
That's going to be the costume that identifies her.
I think so too.
Because if you just dress her up like a female Iron Man. Everybody's
going to say it's
I'm not going to argue with it. Put it in C then. I think it's D. Go ahead. I hate them. Put it in C.
I wonder where we put it for the brawn. Plus, you get brawn. It's an added bonus, right?
I can't for some reason get rid of the Russian. Did somebody already? Somebody must have already kicked the Russian. All right.
If it's giving you an error, yeah, that means they've already been blocked.
There we got the band. All right, and then we have to go back to back. So we went with that. And our second back is a variant. The last variant we have, number 3, the tech variant.
I like this variant, but I sold it. So I no longer have it. But I thought it was cool. But I couldn't say no to the price that I got for it.
What's the price of it now?
I don't know. I think it's probably down.
Down, down, down like a burning ring of fire. Uh-oh, watch out. We're going to get hit with DM and C.
Yeah. Well, you weren't
sound like him. I sound exactly like him. Was that more than 10 seconds?
They'll probably hit you for singing so poorly.
You look like you're dressed like you're going to a funeral.
What do we got here?
Wait, I'm trying to find the variant, right?
I mean, I think this is not one that's out there a lot.
Iron Man 3, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Remo says A. Remo likes it, but leftover says C.
Stole one.
C for how much?
$26 back in October.
Wow,
that's a good price.
That is a good price because also in October, 35 bids for $177.21.
Yeah, that sounds more normal.
Yeah, that exactly, and that's sold. So there's not a lot sold right now. Because I feel
like I said, this is one you don't see a lot. I feel like,
and all it is because of the variant, right? This is
$600. Yes, the variant. Well, it's the variant, and it's also the first time in the issue she goes by the name Ironheart.
Yeah.
Ironheart. Okay.
She's actually given the name.
Yeah.
Or takes the name.
$600 raw asking. These are asking.
600 ask? No.
Ask. $300. No
it's
bids.
Like a $200 book. Is that what we're saying?
$300 with no bids with 18 hours left. $400 buy it now asking. $2,500 9.8 asking.
Whoa.
So we got a bunch of C's and an A. And
I sold mine for a 9.8 for $1,200, and I was more than happy to take it because I paid $10 for the book and got the 9.8 and was like, hey.
Like I'm in. The problem for me is where's the peak on something like this, where it's not necessarily a key book per se.
Yeah,
but it is a very nice cover of her. And,
yeah, I like it.
I like when characters come about, style. The nice covers go up too with the characters. But the question is, has it already hit its peak?
I think it has, personally, but I also thought the same thing when I sold my Edge of Spider-Verse, Spider-Gwen 1 in 25 for $800. Thought that was its peak, and that's a $5,000 book.
Go back to that one that slipped under the radar. Does that mean it hasn't hit its peak yet? If there's still ones flying under the radar sometimes? I mean, that could have just been a horrible listing.
$16 or whatever it was. That was ridiculous.
Yeah. I don't know. It's a tough one. I feel BC range. Like I lean more B maybe than C, but
it is tough. But I also didn't look into that all because again, sometimes when you look at like the completed sales, like they're not always completed sales because if they end it early, it looks it's sold. Like somebody could have just said, you know what, I'm taking it off the market because I sold it outside of eBay.
Yeah, true.
So eBay's not always 100%. So it is what it is. Apart from the shenanigans people can play with it.
Where we go with it? We got a lot of C's.
At the price that it is, the asking price at least, I can't go higher than that.
We do. Hey, we got another shirt banned. We got another shirt pulled down. The Motley Crue shirt is done.
No, both.
Oh, all of them. Okay.
Yeah, both.
So we're gonna, Eric. We got to get a hold of you. We got to work on some new shirts. We got some ideas.
But the regular Darkside, the logo is still up on the other. It's on Teespring. Just TeePublic pulled both Star Wars shirts down because I think JJ's got I think his theory is right. I think they just did a sweep.
Yep.
Well, then we'll put
a sweep. That's right. My crazy Star Wars theories aren't just for Sunday shows. I have TeePublic crazy Star Wars theories too.
All right. Well, so C it is. Let's put it in C.
C? Yeah. All right.
Let's call it a day
for her. She's done.
Hold on. Well, then that leaves us with Moon Girl.
Which one you going with first?
I'm looking here. It doesn't look good, but we'll see. So we will go with him. We'll go with Devil Dinosaur turning to Devon. Which is kind of weird because like they had the thing where he was like he took over her brain for a little bit. Oh, this also got the Demolisher in it. She's gonna be.
Oh yeah, I did put. Yeah, you said two, so I put both.
This is actually it. She actually does, believe it or not. I know we're always knocking it, but she has a rogue gallery. That's why I like her so much. She's got a rogues gallery of frenemies.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, she has more than a lot of the other characters we've covered who have
I agree. That's what I'm saying.
Other characters, villains, like I'm going to take Spider-Man.
Yeah. I think it makes it a little bit easier.
They did do the thing with the Doom and the Doom's daughter thing and all that too. But like, she does have. With that being said, she has a rogues gallery. I mean, it's like 7, but at least she's got some type of rogues gallery.
Yeah, and for 5 years, that's not bad.
Yeah, and especially as a pair, they're not an entirely original character. I know, but they. Seems that way. I mean, in a way, she at least is mostly an original character, which gives them more freedom to create villains.
He says roar B. I'm not sure how much I'm selling this on Devon, the Devil Dinosaur turned to human character, and then he has to go the nurse, which you guys all crapped on, as I am of selling the Demolisher as like I said, part of the working of
I think you know what though characters. It's just I mean the kids animated show, this is the story they'll do where the dinosaur becomes human.
True point.
Yeah.
So maybe they'll go away from the brain swapping thing, or maybe they will. The sister swap brain swapping.
They're Freaky Friday in this shit.
Freaky Fridays.
It'll happen.
They'll do both.
Almost guarantee it'll happen.
They'll do both. Okay. C. We get some C's, a D. We got a C, a D, a B. I think a C is a good spot.
I think a C. I'm fine with a C.
Okay,
I'm not going much higher than that.
No, I don't think so either. I think because people have this book too, and it actually was pretty high for where it was in the run for.
Last couple copies sold for $7 to $20.
Oh, I meant print run for something that had such a low print run for most of these.
Yeah, print run started going down as we got near the end.
But that one went back up. It like spiked there because people knew it was coming. Yeah.
Oh, well, Princess Fist. Yeah, Princess Fist got a lot of more interest, and Omnipotentus, as you made fun of it, that brought a lot of people towards Moon Girl, the 28 to 32 range.
Yeah,
I think it boosted her print run up again.
So number 7. For Moon Girl, which is also has, I mean, this is a variant, but it also has
Kid Kree.
It's got Kid Kree / Captain Kree / Marvin Ellis / Marvel / whatever.
I like the cover, but I hate the way they drew the dinosaur. It looks weird. Like he's
really.
I don't know. I mean, it looks like he's like a large gecko. It's the angle. I
think they tried to do a tribute to Kirby.
I love the idea of the kids on him and everything. The way they drew it's a little weird.
I think they tried to do a Kirby, like not copying him with doing like a homage as they did like the big part, over exaggerated, smaller part. So what does this go for?
Well, here's the thing. The reason why I picked this one over some of the others is because, I mean, we already did one. We could have done issue 2. We could have done the issue 3, which is the Paul Pope, which is fine. But I thought since it had Kid Kree, one of these sold raw for $90 back in October with only one bid, so I think somebody kind of snuck one. And right now, there's only one copy up, which is a 9.8 for $600. So it's not the most expensive book of hers, but I think it's hard to find ultimately.
Yeah. I mean,
I think it's 7, a lower printed one. It's a 1 in 15. It's not 1 in 25. It's 1 in 15.
They had to be waning in sales probably by this point.
Yes,
but they probably dipped in sales. Yeah.
Yeah, because it did, and then all of a sudden, little kids start showing up with their dads dressing in dinosaur suits and cons, and then all of a sudden it picked up back up again. But $600, that's a
for a 9.8, but that's the only one. There's only one up right now.
All right, chat. What do we think? A B or a C? A B or a C? A B. Ooh, LOL. B.
I like B. Well, wait, what do we put his other book at? Can't see the board that clearly. What did we put?
We put B.
He's in B. I go B. I think it's hard enough to find that. I think somebody asking $600 is different than it selling at $600, and I think it's rare enough that it maybe meets that like $300 to $400 9.8 threshold.
12,879 copies
sold
for the full print run.
Ordered
12,000. You said
12,000.
1 in 25, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was down.
No, this is 1 in 15.
115.
Oh, okay, so they're lower.
12,879 divided by 15. Let's see what we got. Potentially 858 copies.
Yeah.
If people were ordering 15 at this point.
Yeah.
At this point, I think people have passed.
Apologies, trash. Probably not trash. B minus C.
I can't say trash on this.
C. I think it might be a B or C or beer. Yeah. Beer. I think a beer. I like it. Got the Marvel kit in it. It's a cool cover.
I'd probably be comfortable either one. I lean more.
There were other variants for this one as well. Surprisingly, even though it's only 12,000, we'll get to it because I do have one more segment after this.
Didn't they have a story thus far at some point?
Yes, they did. They had a story thus far.
All right, that's it. And yes, Lopez or Ruben, it's a no reshuffle. No errors. So no errors, no trash, and no S's. Pete, could you give us the total? Let's see who won. Give me...
We want first.
Moon Girl first because she's on top right now.
10, 22, 24, nothing.
That's 24. One of the higher scores. Okay, Moon Girl versus Riri.
19. Moon Girl won.
It is a almost blow. Nah, it's only like 5 points.
I was on a show and it wasn't a tie.
No, right.
That's
there we go. So now we've got Moon Girl, and then we've got the loser rumble. So Moon Girl's in.
I'm surprised she won, but well, I guess it's just Riri. Oh man, so pricey. I couldn't.
I'm too. I was actually because of how pricey the variant was, but then I think because people muddle. Because both 7 and 9 are expensive for what they are.
And you know what else?
Yeah.
You know what propels that to a degree, I think? Was the Disney Plus stuff. Because if you remember Disney Plus Day, Ironheart, that was when it hit, and everybody was like, "Oh my god, there's an Ironheart show."
Yeah.
Moon Girl was nowhere.
Yeah,
they didn't even talk about it or even put it in their little.
Yeah, but they just put out a teaser trailer.
I know, but I'm saying Disney Plus Day had all the hype.
yeah.
So okay.
Just saying.
So we got
that might have helped. So like that might have pushed more Riri book prices to go up when they shouldn't have yet.
I think so.
Moon Girls is still, because again, I think some of these are still not too bad to
also too.
I really want to.
You know, hers being animated versus not is maybe a factor too.
Yeah, I think the ceiling is lower.
Yeah,
I think it's always been something where people didn't like. I think the fans that like Moon Girl are fanatics, and the ones that don't get it they don't get it. They don't get it. They don't get it, and I understand that.
And we know from like Star Wars. I mean, there's people that don't follow the animated stuff at all.
Yeah,
They don't care.
Okay, so Moon Girl's in. Spider Gwen is in. Who else is in the Royal Rumble?
Nova Miles tied.
We got to double check Miles versus Sam.
Yeah, but we're putting them in for right now. Miles and Sam is in for right now. Who's tied with Gwen last week?
America
Chavez. America Chavez is in. Nova, Miles, Silk, Miss Marvel. Is that correct? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 7 in the Royal Rumble. All right, we're going to have our first Royal Rumble next week. It is going to be a Royal of Royal Rumbles. There will only
start off the new year, and we're going to go streamlined. What do we think?
No.
How many?
Now, what happens if their feet don't touch the ground? Is it still in? Still in?
So it's going to be 5 books. We might put up some polls.
We can't do 5.
3
5
per.
Each? That's 35 books.
If we do 5, that's 35 books we got to go through.
3 books per.
3 or 4. I feel like
sense.
First appearance, top variant.
Now, are you repeating books, or are you going?
Yeah, we're gonna have to repeat some
of them. First appearances, we're gonna repeat.
The top variant.
Top variant. That could be top any type of variant.
Yeah, that could change for some of the ones we picked. Do you want to go with like a first?
No, best villain. Best villain.
First villain.
Yeah. Best villain.
Their best villain.
Best villain.
And do you want like their best supporting character? Like that's not the villain.
Best villain and BFF. Best friend forever.
Okay, that sounds like a fun little
best villain
or ally.
A little grouping.
Yeah, or ally. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, BFF could be best ally or whatever. But it's got to be a first appearance of that ally. So good.
And
then we can get rid of all these bullshit suits. I'm down. No bullshit.
What happens if the first appearance of that ally is the same as like their first appearance? Then we got to discount it. We got to move down the list or something. You know what I mean?
Well, I
can't think of an exact example, but I'm saying like their best friend was also in issue 1. Well, we can't.
It'll be like their parent or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
we got to pick somebody else.
No.
Okay.
Oh, we could do best solo title. That actually might be a tiebreaker. That would be a book 5 though, or 4.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying we might need to do that for some characters. I don't know. I don't remember when like Genki showed up for a
So
mile.
if BFF doesn't work, if everybody doesn't get BFF, then we'll do solo titles because everybody's got a solo title.
Yeah.
Okay. Or solo. I'll dig it up. So, or we could get rid of variants. You could do no variants altogether.
What you should do is do a variant that you didn't include. But that's kind of a lot of work to go back and figure it out.
No, we can do that.
No, I could do it. It's just
we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. I was thinking like some people might get an unfair advantage by doing that because like, oh well, I didn't use that intentionally. I didn't use that. Like the Riri, I didn't use the number 9 Tron.
We still got more stuff.
That's really her biggest book. Is that number 9?
We have he did a variant thing that he's going to show here now.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
And then we have a Star Wars show on Sunday. So if you have to go, you can go. But if not, you want to stay for some more quality content here on Rennavision. We'll still have a little bit more for tonight. Go ahead, Pete.
Yeah, I got a little bit here as I pour my top drink. Now I did something a little bit different today because honestly, both of these characters, Riri and Moon Girl, have been spec'd to death. That there are no real budget or bargain books you can find. I'm not going to give you some crappy Marvel theme variant of the month or action figure or trading card or some nonsense just because I need to find something that fits the price. So what I decided to do instead was just to give you their top, maybe not top, but variants that may not be as well known, almost not quite under the radar, because some of these are very pricey, but you and the masses may not know how pricey some of these books actually are. So that's kind of the angle I went with. So more of like the top 5 underappreciated or lesser known variants that are actually very big sellers if you're out there. So I didn't put all that into the title here, but we're just doing top 5 variants. And I'm going to focus in on Moon Girl first, because there are a few more for her than there are for Riri in that kind of like range. Because again, so many of these books have been spec'd on, have been invested in. There are a lot of them are so super expensive already. But for Moon Girl, like her STEAM variant, I don't know if you guys know about all the STEAM, the science, technology, engineering, mathematics, and I forget what else, arts. Like there's a Champions one. Miles has one of these. Like all these younger characters, they did these STEAM variants, and these were 1 in 10s for the months that they came out with. And some of them aren't that bad. Like the Miles isn't that expensive. You can find that like $10 to $20. The Champions one is only like $10. But if you find the Moon Girl one, which is for issue 13, which again, it's a 1 in 10, this thing can actually fetch you a few bucks. Right now, people are asking $100 for a raw one of these. And this thing sells best offer on $75. They took $60. So if you somehow find this just sitting in a back issue bin and you're like, I don't know, $10 or $15 seems like a lot, this is why I'm telling you, because it might be worth your time to even spend that extra bit. Like, oh, it is $10 or $15. This weird little variant, because again, it's a 1 in 10, the STEAM variant. They did it for a bunch of the younger characters around this time. I forget what this would have been, like maybe 2016, 2017, thereabouts. So keep an eye out for those. It's this little logo down here in the above the trade dress, this little STEAM thing. Science, technology, engineering, art, and math is what it stands for. So that's the first one. Next up, as JJ mentioned, the story thus far. These things, I got to do these in like some sort of cover run or whatever. It's hard to kind of track these things down, because these are not incentives. These are, I don't know if they're qualifyings. Some of the titles, including Moon Girl, has 2. It's just a random hodgepodge of why some of these exist. Some of them exist and they're very cheap and you can still find them at cover price. And then some of them are just very expensive, or you just can't find them. Like you don't even know they're out there. Issue 7, which is first Kid Kree, we did the other variant. Look, right now, copies that are out there are listed for $240.
Yikes.
It's craziness. But at the same time, I think there's only 2 listed, and then they're both around $240 listed. Yeah. But then you can see one sold back in November, best offer for $80, where they took $60. So I don't know where the price on this thing is.
Yeah.
But that's it.
The thing. When it's super rare, they ask whatever they want.
Exactly. And you either pay it or you don't. And it's fine. But yeah, no idea what the print run could be on this, how hard to find this is, but there really aren't a lot of copies out there. The story thus far are an odd duck, like trying to find these things. Some copies, like I said, some issues have a bunch, other ones you don't see any. Because, as I mentioned, Moon Girl has another one. Issue 13, just a few issues later, there was another story thus far. For issue 13, there are no copies listed and no copies sold in the last 3 months. So, I don't know. This is ghost potential, I guess, but I don't know where you're going to find this thing. I don't know how you could find this thing. But I just wanted to include it just so in case you're out there looking, you look for this little banner, this little red banner on any Moon Girl book. I mean, you can look for any Marvel book because, again, some of them are common, some of them are hard to find. It's a real weird thing, these stories thus far. Because what they're trying to do is they're trying to, like, summarize on the cover, like, catch you up on the story. Like, oh, look, we have Kid Kree, we got Kamala Khan. They're trying to catch you up on the story just by the cover image. But this one, no copies. No copies anywhere. And I got 2 more, not Moon Girl book, but The Monsters Unleashed #4, the Future Fight variant. So in case you didn't know, she found her way with the dinosaur on a 1 in 25 for Monsters Unleashed. This is another book that's out there you can keep an eye out for. It's not that easy to find. You can see a 9.8 They're asking $400 for this thing. And then copies can sell for as little as $35 on December 5th with a buy it now, or an accepted best offer of $130 on November 27th. So who knows? This is one of those things where there's not a lot of copies, and whatever copies come up could sell, whether they be super cheap at $35 in comparison to accepting a best offer on $200 for $130. It's just a matter of what's out there. It's supply and demand, folks. I mean, this is capitalism at its best with some of these variants. And our final Moon Girl book is going to be this Secret Warriors.
I actually kind of like that cover, though. I like that Marvel's Unleashed cover.
The Unleashed one? Yeah, I like it, too. I like the Bloodstone one's awesome, too. And I didn't get that one. That's on issue 3. That Hulk, I think, is on issue 1. The Marvel Unleashed, the Monsters Unleashed. There's some good game covers on those.
And this one sucks.
Secret Warriors. Yeah, well, it's just Karnak is teaching her Kung Fu. It's also a 1 in 25. And I mean, how many people were buying this Inhumans themed team, this Secret Warriors book? Not many. But this one, if you do find it out there, I mean, people are asking $80 for it raw, or up to $175 raw. And I put the asking prices because none have sold recently. So this is the range of what the asking prices are on this one. $80 to $175 for this 1 in 25, because, well, it's Chris Samney cover. I like Chris Samney. I mean, I get it. It's not a great cover, but it's not easy to find. So just one of those oddball things. Keep an eye out for. So that's my weird little take for the Moon Girl books. And then I got a couple bonuses because I always throw in some bonuses. So I'll give you a couple of Riri books. Most of her books are very expensive as it is. But just like Moon Girl, there's a Steam variant for Invincible Iron Man #1. So this is also a 1 in 10. And yeah, this thing's not cheap either. This is $80 for this 1 in 10. Or people are paying $50 as like actual sale prices December 2nd on that. So if you find it out there, I'm not saying you go and pay these prices in per se, but sometimes you can find books at your shops, and you're like, well, I'm not paying $15 or $10 for this thing. And then you went, well, it's an $80 book, so maybe we'll pay you $10 for an $80 book if you know what it is. So that's kind of what my angle was on this. And then my last one here is a book that I did do on ghosts, and I don't know where the hell you're going to find it. I haven't found one of these, and I live near Philly. This is that store exclusive. I know we don't usually do store exclusive, but this was a shop in Philly, the Amalgam variant, where the owner, she's right there drawn on the cover with Riri. And yeah, this book is just insane. Bananas if you can find it.
Oh my
$5,000 for a 9.8 is the asking price, and that's the only thing I can see anywhere. No sales, no other copies. That's just it. So if you somehow see it, buy it. Unless you're not saying pay $5,000. I'm saying,
if you see it on eBay for $5,000.
If you see it somehow and it's a decent price, buy it. But this is what we're talking about here with this book. I'm pretty sure you could probably score $2,000 for a raw copy if it's in decent shape. I bet you it won't last long, because I just don't see this thing showing up much. And yeah, so that's it. That's what I got for my little oddball, unknown, lesser known variants, just to keep an eye out for, because you never know what the hell you're going to find when you're at a shop or even at a show, what people might have, because sometimes these things are in boxes. And initially you might say, I don't like that price, but if you have an idea of what that book is worth, it might be worth buying. Don't let that first initial price scare you off. Like, I'm not paying $20 for that. And you're like, oh, well, it's $150. Maybe I should spend $20 because it's $150. Anyway, that's what I got.
You know what Story Thus Far book always seemed weird to me? And I get why they did it, because she's in
Ruben.
Darth Vader so much. But Dr. Aphra has a #1. That's the Story Thus Far. I'm like,
yeah,
really?
#1 Story Thus Far.
For *1. Mm-hmm.
Makes no sense.
So what were they recapping? Just the Darth Vader appearances?
I guess the fact that she was in Darth Vader was supposed to be.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. She was in Vader a lot. A lot, though.
She was.
All right. I really want to spoil it, but if you're not a curmudgeon like Darth Lopez, then you probably love Boba Fett and everybody else besides him and Double J's.
I said it wasn't bad.
Yeah, it was really good. You actually missed it when we started talking, like, because we were you could probably check out the private chat.
Yeah, right, when you ducked out.
because they were like, "Oh, that didn't give." What are we calling them now again? What Zen say we're calling? We're not calling it fan service. We're calling it fan hap. There was no fan happiness. I was like, "Yeah, there was," and we hit it up in the thing. And, yeah, I mean, there's tons of it for everybody across the board. So,
do we want to run the spoiler thing and wake everybody up here at midnight?
Okay, I will. I'll do one. I'll do one that didn't show up. How about that? Hit the spoiler alert.
Rumors that weren't true.
Spoiler.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
Warning.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
Oh my God.
Yeah, spoiler alert.
All right, so now you've been warned. Here's one that we said wasn't true, and it wasn't. The Tusken Raiders. That's not Crate. It isn't. But it is funny because there's a girl it's a female Tusken Raider that kicks Boba's ass. And I would, though, however, if I were you, if you do not have number 25 for the Gillian run, and there's some actual cool variants for that one. If you haven't bought that yet, I would suggest you buy it now, because in certain Star Wars circles, number 25, which has the, like, they make the totem out of the dead people to the Darth Vader. There, for some reason, people are linking that story to the Tusken Raiders that are
Tusken Raiders
in the Book of Fett.
No sense.
So the volume 1 of Darth
Doesn't
Vader,
matter.
the 2015 Darth Vader run.
Yeah,
last
technically
issue,
came out 2016. Yeah, 25. Yeah,
Yeah. But I'm saying that 2015
volume
volume.
1. Yeah. Volume 1.
Yeah, because
All right, so I mean,
volumes
that's
went 25 issues.
And I thought all they did with the Tusken Raiders was amazing. I thought the whole thing was good. It was great.
Yes, it was.
Can I give another one that was wrong?
That's it. Just one per person.
Yeah.
Then watch your show on Sunday. Yeah.
I'll wait till
No,
Sunday.
go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, give your one.
Did anybody else think the well, I'll try to do it without describing it, but the ending scene of him on top of a certain something was that was supposed to be him riding a Rancor in the
when
I took it.
he was riding a Rancor.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Oh, the Clash of the Titans, Ray Harryhausen. That's what that thing looked like. It looked like a Kraken to me.
Yep, I think some people saw that in concept art and was like, "Oh, it's a Rancor."
Oh, it's a Rancor. He's riding a sand Kraken.
Riding a Rancor. That's brilliant. Good job. All right, Pete. Do you have anything you want to?
Oh, the dispel.
That did not happen.
Let me see. A rumor that did not happen, but that probably still won't. Well, the one that I thought was going to happen, and the reason why we talked about your dream pick.
No, don't ruin that one. That's a major rune.
Well, I'm just saying, we don't see Dengar. At least you don't see Dengar yet, but we didn't see Dengar when I thought we would see Dengar.
Oh well, but if you read the Chuck Wango books, you're happy too. So, Chuck Wango. Either way, we'll see you Sunday with a whole bunch of other stuff. I know. Dom.
Oh yeah, because we didn't even talk about the stuff we love that showed up.
Oh, I thought it was so good, dude. I rewatched that one part when that one character showed up and like slow-moed it and looked at it and was like, "Oh, this is so amazing!" Like, I'm a guy that doesn't like a lot of remastering, right? But what they did with that character and like his whole setup was, man, it was good. It was good, and he survived. So
we're in spoilers. You can tell them.
No, I'm not gonna tell him. We're gonna make him wait.
All right. Well,
we still get the Rancor. Eric, don't say that. You're on my team.
He may be right. I don't know. You got
do we know if that's actually in the TV show that they look down there? Is that the fake? Because they always put fake stuff in the trailer.
Well, we don't know, but we do know Fennec mentioned the menagerie a few times, so we don't know what Jabba still might have in that palace downstairs. We still might have what's his name, Moochie. Moochie might be down there.
I think that one particular image was interpreted as him riding a Rancor, and I don't.
Agreed. I do agree that. I'm not saying he's going to ride one, but he may walk down the hallway and be like, "There's my Rancor."
Lopez, it was a great show, man. It really was.
My crate dragon.
You're wrong for that. It was really good. It was good. It hit all the things. I mean, I'm sorry that they didn't have Darth Maul come to the show and show up, but like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, just to give this crowd, in case not all of them can make it on Sunday, the one little opinion I have is that, well, as you might have known from what we've mentioned, there is flashback portions and a current day portion. I felt like they paid more time to the flashback portion than the current day portion, so I just wanted a little bit more to balance it out.
But I have a feeling that for the next two episodes, I have a feeling for the next two episodes they're going to do that, and then they'll drop.
Oh, I know.
The third episode.
I have a feeling you're going to see it all season long.
Yeah, I agree. I think JJ's got onto something. I think we're going to see that kind of all season
Maybe
long, where the story
episode,
kind of mirrors itself.
You're going to see it for the majority of the season.
I hope not. I hope not. I just thought it was good, and I hope not.
I mean, I think we'll get it all the way up to the point where we probably see, him and Fennec, like them, up to then,
Leave
like
for
when he finds her.
Sunday.
You know what I mean? Like, I think that is going to be the thing. We're going to get.
Leave it for Sunday. No, because I'll tell you what I think Sunday. I'll tell you what I think where it's going and what's going to actually happen. What is it?
That's why Justin and I picked.
You saw it. So if you have the book,
yeah,
they showed it.
Save it for Sunday.
We'll save it for Sunday. They actually showed it. They showed it already. All right, we'll save it. We'll tell you on Sunday. Tune into Sunday. Figure out why that was a bad pick and my team's number one.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because we're going to see. I forget who was your second pick again. Bike Boy.
Guys, I'm already winning, and then I'm going to have Scud just slide
you
cancel.
You say you're already winning. I don't know how you factored that you're already winning.
Because I watched it. And
I watched it too. How many more people did Fennec take down than Boba in the first episode? Because none of our other picks did anything. So that's what we come down to.
There's also creature kills.
That's what I'm wondering. That's why I was checking.
That's bullshit.
Jedi because
I'm calling bullshit on creature kills. I told Jedi that too.
It's a death.
What happens if you step on? What happens if you step on a mosquito?
Well, we're not talking about mosquito, dude. That
was not a mosquito.
Kraken wasn't a goddamn mosquito. He choked that shit. Anyway, we'll still see it for Sunday.
I think we need to have negative points if your kills come back to life.
Well, you do, don't
Bubba, like.
Well, no, yeah, that's for death resurrection thing. I think.
Well, that was my other question. Well, we all presumed after Return of the anyway. Anyway, I don't want to give everything out, but
I don't even know what the rules are. But I'm calling bullshit on the rules.
But you're sure you're in the lead.
I'm 100% sure I'm in the lead.
Appearances, kills, kisses, and songs. That's all you really need to focus on.
Yeah, I'll get more into it, but there was an MVP that we all should have picked that I made fun of in our group chat.
Yeah. We're gonna have the JJ and Astro could be in first place if they actually went with the picks they were making fun of. Instead, they decided to crap the bed and come in last. So, all right, that's all.
That's all we got this week.
That's all we got. All right, we'll see you all on Sunday. Or rest of the stuff that's on Rennavision. Check out.
Yeah. I'll have some stuff drop. I'll have Dollar Bin and maybe Forgotten. I don't know. It's New Year's. I feel like I need to take a break, but we'll see. But we'll definitely see you on Sunday at the very least.
Yeah, see you on Sunday. And then we got to get it. We're going to try to throw up some stuff too to figure out what our next Royal Rumble will be. So we have to figure that out now that the new
we don't need to do a Royal Rumble. We got some other ideas we still got to do. You had the toy thing? Remember we had little Masters of the Universe? Maybe a little
Yeah, we'll throw that stuff in too. But people are like the Royal Rumbles. We'll see. All right, I'll talk to you later.
We can battle them out, I guess.
Pete.
Oh, see, selfish self-promotion. Whatnot sale. I'm going to do it on New Year's Eve. So 10 o'clock on New Year's Eve, I'm going to be selling some variants. Mm-hmm. So follow me on Whatnot Rennavision and come buy some books. Everything will start at $1. I don't care. You guys win it for whatever it is. Yeah, starting at $1.
That's what you're doing on your New Year's Eve.
Well, yeah.
How's Mrs. Rennavision feel about that?
She's fine as long as I get back out there for the ball dropping. We're good to go.
You're making money to pay for that champagne and such. I mean,
yeah.
I think there's some like big magnums of Prosecco or something for like.
I already got the Prosecco. We got the Prosecco. We got
for like $12. It's like the big magnums, man. That's ridiculous.
I don't need that big guy. I only like a little Prosecco. I don't
Thank
drink
you,
that
everybody.
Hey,
the one guy I know who you are that keeps giving Pete a thumbs down. Please stop giving Pete a thumbs down. It hurts his feelings. Look, he's got gray in his beard now because of it. Please stop giving him that thumbs down before I have to call you out. All right, I will see you all later, Pete, since you can't do it.